and I'm going to start recording. That is a 5. That is a 4. That is a 3. That is a 2. That is a 1. And welcome everybody to the episode of Rocks Fall Everyone Dice. I'm here with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 165. Johnny, what happened last time?
Previously, we began taking part in the formal wedding celebrations at Silverwood, going through the formalities of the binding ceremony and the luncheon and a fun little hunting expedition with all kinds of characters and visitors, like Gazetteer himself, motherfucking Red Dragon.
Your best friend.
So many best friends here at this wedding here. Across all kinds of weird things happening, like boars being set loose and stampeding for a bit for some reason. End of the night, after negotiations with Gazetteer and the Alliance members broke down during the fireworks show, something seems to have happened off to the side somewhere we're about to become aware of. Sorry, who's our sponsor then?
The sponsor this week is garbage. The trash, rubbish, refuse, or detritus of the world. You can throw something away if it is no longer useful, then it becomes garbage. Go deep and study the things people throw away in the magical field of garbology. Famous garbage-based entities include a grouch named Oscar and a series of pocket monsters from Japan. Now, over to the man who never calls us garbage to our faces, our DM, your host, Tony.
You could have gone with the band garbage.
I
It was
could've.
right there.
Could have.
Missed opportunity.
Okay.
I just like pocket monsters from
So, we are going to pick up the scene where we left off at. With Cassie's character. Character's name was
Movies.
Movaise, thank you.
Yep.
With Movaise. Movaise holding on to Nautius Goldsmith as he fades.
Navius.
Navius Goldsmith
that was okay.
as he fades into the black. You did a quick medicine check and rolled very, very well.
Yep.
I will say that the poison you were able to identify,
Okay.
because you rolled so well, you believe that the poison afflicting him is Shadow Lace.
Shadow Lace.
Shadow Lace.
Okay.
You know that Shadow Lace is from Mythos.
Okay.
That it grows in Druid's Groves of the Autumn Court.
Okay.
And is known to be it is both a poison and a curse.
Okay.
It can be undone by the blood of those that cursed it. You can tell that Nautius has faded into the black, that he is dead but not dead.
Okay.
His body is in a state of death.
Okay.
But during this time, his soul is slowly being corroded by the poison. That's why this poison is so effective in killing people permanently, because it not only kills the body, it kills the soul. It traps the soul in the body, and it lines it and corrodes it. It starts eating away at the memories of the person until they are gone.
Okay.
A good way to knock somebody off forever. And the only way really to bring them back is they have to be fed the blood of the person who cursed them,
Okay.
who put the poison upon them. So that's currently what you have. You can't currently, without more investigation and checks, tell where he got in the poison put into him. Was there another crossbow bolt? Was it that boar tusk that you thought it was? Was it some other name?
So my thoughts are then with that sort of errata.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts are then that nothing's going to change, like from her perspective, other than the fact that now that I've identified what the poison is, and I know that no amount of healing is going to fix him, I wouldn't waste my time.
Okay.
So that would be the first one. However, the shrill shrieking that she is shrieking is still there. It's so she would be calling immediately for help. She would be calling with her voice. She would be reaching out telepathically for anyone that's in range. Everyone, probably one at a time. Yeah, reaching out to you.
Mrs. Peacock.
And-
He was poisoned.
And then once I have done that, then I would be I would be investigating more deeply to see if I could figure out where he was attacked, what happened, and how the poison got in him.
Okay. When your characters are called upon, all of your characters except for yours, who currently is right here.
Yep.
With I'm going to call him Nadius. Navis. Are right here. This is the little
Gazebo.
gazebo that I
Pergola.
described earlier over the mountains and the water leading out to the
Where she was sunbathing?
Hmm?
Where the bars were, like that kind of stuff? Sunbathing?
the boars are actually here. These are the three trees.
Okay.
And that's Breeze
so
Hill.
Portal opened up with the
Why does
blowgun that
yeah.
tried to shoot him.
This is on the
Why does
other
Breeze-
side. Your characters are currently here. This is the Silver Lodge estate, and the rooms there within. Who is going to go to the other side of the estate to where the gazebo is? And this is actually where the wedding is supposed to take.
We've all heard the shrieking.
If she says she has.
I am top of my lungs.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
So move your characters over there. You're currently chained to Titania, so
Oh dear.
Is the portal thing no longer there anymore? They're
Oh,
more physically stuck.
yes, they are physically stuck.
Okay.
You are stuck to Titania.
Clank, clank.
It's going to take you guys about 5 minutes to get there, so you can get yourselves in the in-between. If you could.
Yep. Oh, sure. Why not? Let's make this a party. Yeah, I'll
we
break.
need the Titania thing.
Yeah.
Or just
Okay.
he's good enough because he's with her all the time.
No.
All I can think of is Urza Scarlet whenever he says titanium. All I can hear is Urza
Yeah.
Scarlet. The titanium.
They need to fix that. It should be extra.
It's
I like that. Oh, they need to fix-
I screwed up and read the manga first.
Oh,
I screwed
yeah.
up and read the manga.
Okay, there you go. There's enough.
I
The
read
enemy's
until I
right.
was current, and then I dropped it.
So
completely.
you're going to. So you and the bride are going to go walk off somewhere. Cool. How are you going to avoid a mountain of people from falling?
Good. Well, it's
You are in the Silver Lodge estate, surrounded by people. It's the after party. You've yet to give your speech because the father was to give the first speech.
Oh, indeed. Are the fireworks still going, or are those?
Fireworks are still going.
So he has been married yet, or not?
No,
Okay,
Not
I'm
a,
ready
well,
to-
yes,
just the
but no.
binding. Just the binding ceremony. The wedding is actually tomorrow.
Not the-
Okay.
He did the Vegas, not the official.
Yeah.
one.
But I got Elvis.
Could have had. Look, we had Liberace. Yeah, it's just as good.
Half as expensive.
Twice as messy.
There's people milling about us. Try to, I don't know what skill. To try to, I'm not gonna cast invisibility and disappear like fucking Uncle Bilbo.
Well, your wife would have to go with you.
She's still visible.
Like, yeah, same word. On you.
To multiple people.
No, there we go.
Hear me out. Prismatic spray on the crowd.
I mean, when in doubt, it's a choice.
We have all night for you to roll for all
Fireball.
80
Cone of
people or
gold.
whatever.
Hey, forget it.
Cone of gold.
Yeah, there we go.
I bet I would.
I don't want to try to persuade anybody ever again with the kid. Can
We would love you to.
I know you would. Can I try like sleight of hand? Like try to like wait until like a particularly like large display, like a big firework goes off that draws the crowd's attention, so we can try to like step off to the side when nobody's looking at us.
That would be a stealth. A sleight of hand would be like you knock over a chandelier or something.
Push over a vase.
I'll do stealth.
Yeah.
There. I'll yeah.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
is he
Give me a stealth check. The DC before you roll, I'm going to say is, God, I'm going to call it a 20 because you're the bride and the groom disappearing in the middle of the
Celebration.
thing.
I'm
You're
excited for this.
And if it's the parent people are following us, I'm not gonna.
it'll be apparent.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
apparent.
won't run after the guys with like if they're
It's not going to be like you don't see the crowd of people following you.
All of them.
Right.
You'll know if it gets
All of
worse.
if we can't lose them, I won't follow them. I'm
Okay.
not gonna draw anyone to what this screaming is about. It's a 17.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
For me, yes.
You are currently here.
Yes.
In the main area, so you could still leave if you wanted to, but you would be drawing attention.
Yeah, so just mentally just be like, hold down the fort here, Captain. Let me know what's going on. What's that?
Yes, you're tied up.
With Mauvais,
Yes.
you are holding his rigid, cold body in your hand. You are hiding behind a bush. The portal has disappeared. There is a arrow stuck into the ground. I would say over here,
Okay.
where the portal had opened here, shot and had missed and made impact over purchase over there.
I'm letting you know. I'm getting that arrow.
Okay, okay. So what do you want to do? There are several things you could look at.
So first and foremost, I want to look. I want to do an investigation on him.
You want to do an
I want
investigation?
to. I want to know. I want to look at him and try to figure out.
Roll me an investigation check on the body.
18.
18. Okay, give me a second.
Hey, baby.
It's just like Miracle Max. I'm sure he can whip him right back up.
It's a dead.
Miracle mostly. Dead.
With an 18, with an investigation check on the body, you can tell that there was a Shadow Lace is a contact.
Yeah, because I remember I healed him. So where he had gotten hurt.
It wasn't there.
Okay.
It's the bracelet, the wedding bracelet that you guys put on in that initial scene.
You son of a bitch.
He's decaying.
Wedding bracelet. As you peel away and you look, and you kind of just gently looking with your hands. Maybe you grab like a twig and you're kind of moving things around. Now being more aware of shit. Where did he get hit with Shadow Lace? I don't want to be affected by this.
Yeah.
You push it to the side and you notice that there is a black sickening veins around his wrist. The thing was covering it all night. Shadow Lace is a painless poison. It's more visual where the contact has happened, but
So
Okay.
it's been covered all
I'm worried about us
night.
now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my bracelet off.
Right.
And then I'm going to try and take his off, I guess. I'm gonna try to slip it off. And like, how hard is it to like, if I had a stick or something, is it loose enough I could slip it off of him?
No check. I think you
Okay.
could probably figure out a way to take it off.
Okay.
I'd say you take a 10, taking
Yeah.
it off
I
gently.
would take it care, and I would set it to the side, like
Okay.
right next to us, because I need to make sure that I'm gonna point it out. Okay.
Okay.
Now that I know where that has come from, I want to save it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go retrieve the arrow because I'm gonna scry on both of these things.
Go ahead
Good
and
play.
add a note that you have the bracelet.
Yep.
And you're saying you're going to grab the arrow?
I'm gonna go grab that arrow,
Okay, you grab the arrow.
and I'm gonna make a point of I'm not touching this arrow.
Oh, okay. So
I'm
you've got
not
like a handkerchief.
physically. Yeah, I'm going to. If that means grabbing a leaf,
That's
whatever
fine.
I have to do to make sure, or the edge of my cloak, whatever. I'm not physically touching this arrow.
That's fine. There are plenty of trees around large leaves. You can grab some
'Cause
leaves and just kind of grab
I don't
it.
want to end up. I don't want to end up poisoned as
You
well.
need to
That's
invent
what I'm trying to avoid.
forensics.
So
I would say at this point, as you are grabbing the arrow,
Yep.
that the rest of the guys arrive.
So I have the bracelet and I have the arrow.
You have the bracelet and the arrow.
Let me write it down. So
Before I accuse you of murdering him.
so I would be yelling. I would be yelling that he's been attacked. Navis has been poisoned.
Alex is still alive and murdered.
Just
So-
like you would have won.
So then, as you guys are getting here, Mauvais is distraught. She is sobbing. She is just completely devastated as she comes walking back over. Like her owl is like in a tree, as far off away from her as he can get at the moment. So she comes back over holding this arrow as you guys all sort of walk in. And she says, he's been poisoned with Shadow Lace. And I will gesture to his wrist.
Do we all have these bracelets on?
Yes.
Take them off.
Let's just get ripped right off.
As you take off your bracelets, you notice that none of you have the same black veinish markings around yours, denoting
Take
that
off all 18 of mine.
none of yours appear to be poisoned.
Over extras, you put all of them on.
Party favors.
Just brought to the crowd.
Well, I guess I want to do two things if I can, really quick.
Okay.
One is I want to hover my hands over the body and kind of like, hey, Seth, or Set, did this guy pass on?
The guy on
Did
the couch.
Roll me an insight check.
I don't fucking know.
Insight?
Yeah.
14.
14.
Like, did his soul move on?
You can feel his soul in his body. His eyes burn blue.
And then,
Small hunger, kind of, a small hunger you feel in your belly, and a blood you taste on your lip.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I'll look at you.
Yeah.
What were his last words?
I didn't write it down. It was what?
There's something on the second.
So it was on the second floor. Whole week has gone by now. Damn it.
You remember he told you that it's all right.
Yeah.
At least I got to see them one more time.
Yeah.
It's going dark. It's on the second floor.
It's on the second floor.
Okay.
So then, what I'm gonna say to you is that he said it's on the second floor. He was happy that he got to see everyone. Shadow lace is as much of a curse as it is a poison. I'm familiar with this poison. That it's conjured for, crafted from the blood of Fae in the Autumn Court. Like, I'm familiar with this enough. He's not gone yet. He doesn't have to be gone. We just have to find whoever did this to him, and I'm gonna use this to do it. I'm gonna hold up this arrow.
So the arrow struck him?
No, a portal opened, and she'll gesture over next to where the portal was, and I saw it, and I got us away from there, and it landed, and she'll point over to where the arrow landed, and then he started to fade, and that's when I looked to try and figure out what was happening to him because I couldn't heal him, and that's when I found the bracelet, and the infected bracelet, and she'll set that out on the grass for you guys to see.
So Scarlet's then gonna look at the body with her void for eyes, and Lord said he has said his final words. Release his soul so he may pass on. I pray to you, O Lord, hear my prayer.
The poison's going to destroy his soul.
Oh, I know. That's why I pray that he gets released before that happens.
I think it'd be
Of
better
course, she
if
doesn't
he
look
would
like
hear.
it.
But we can fix this. He doesn't have to die. We just have to find who did this to him. He's not dead yet.
Wonder if he was the target or who was another.
I don't know.
If there was a poison and an arrow, maybe it was two different elements trying to kill him, not just one.
I don't know that I'm familiar enough with poisons to be able to analyze the arrow.
You
I
can
don't
still,
know.
if you don't have proficiency in poison or skill, you can still
I
make a
don't.
check.
Yeah.
You have nature's skill. You know
Medicine.
of the poison.
I have medicine too.
Wouldn't medicine do you with medicine with poison, couldn't you?
Medicine's more like the body interacting with the poison. Nature is
Oh.
the actual poison and alcohol.
I see. That.
So
Would remove curse do anything?
Well, if it is,
not I don't think. My interpretation of what Tony says to me is that no.
Not in this one. This is
Yeah.
specifically a poison that's engineered with fey magic.
oh,
Yep.
so
And
it's gonna be tricky.
I'm gonna burn a
absolutely-
spell trying it anyway.
I'm gonna while this is going on, I'm gonna nature check that arrow.
Okay. As you do cast
17.
remove curse on him, you do feel a curse break on him
Oh,
and fall off of him. Make me an Arcana check since you just undid this curse. You didn't expect to undo one, but you just undid one.
18.
18. There was a curse that has recently been cast on him within the last 8 hours.
Oh shit.
It is a. The curse itself was meant to have a trigger. To follow him. It's a tracking curse. The curse is specifically meant to act as a blood trail so that someone would be able to follow him, and wherever he went, he was leaving like a mystical blood trail. As you feel the magic break, it feels of a divine nature. Ooh, this is a divine magic. Then you know. Okay, so who's next?
I rolled a 17 for determining if there was any kind of a poison on the arrow.
As you investigate the arrow, and you rolled a what skill?
It was I rolled nature.
Rolled nature. The arrow itself is not poisoned.
Okay.
It's just it's a steady, strong. This is a magical arrow of slaying, specifically elf.
Oh, I'm keeping that.
Okay. Add you that you have a slaying arrow of stealth. I think that's an actual item, so you can add that.
So, what about the make of the arrow? Is there any defining
Sorry.
characteristics would be like, okay, this may have been built by
Yes. Go ahead and make me a what would be I guess history check.
history?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Hi, Corey.
It's not cuter than usual.
What's for
That's an 11.
An 11. You can ask me one thing about the arrow with an 11.
Okay, so presumably by looking at it, I can see if it's ornate or just regular, or if it's just like a regular.
Oh yeah, it's a magical arrow. You can tell that looking at it.
Okay.
This is an arrow of like technically it's a bolt. So if that makes any sense, but
What?
Hi.
The wood that it's made out of, where is that? Most commonly found.
the wood that's made out is trees only found in Asteria. But
Where's Asteria?
it's the elven kingdom of Asteria is right
Over
up
by
there.
Kurthal. We've never actually been there.
Yeah,
but-
it's like I have no idea what that is.
But
One of the good guys?
But your character would know this because you've seen this bolt type before. The make of the arrow is brilliant. It's a brilliant arrow made with a Astarian wood.
Whoever fired this arrow,
It's a bolt, so
whoever fired this bolt, why would you fire a bolt when you know that a lethal poison has already been placed upon it? It feels like a red herring.
Captain, what's going on over there? Any info? Over that scream, I'm busy with guests.
While this is going on, I'm going to start scrying on the. I'm going to start with the bracelet. So I'm going to pull out my mirror.
okay,
Start
okay, okay.
scrying on that.
Which bracelet? Which bracelet?
His.
Bracelet? Because you have his bracelet.
I do.
You want to scry on?
I want to scry on it. I want to know. Oh, okay. So it's. I guess it's not like Auspex. That's stupid. No, never mind.
It appears we switched out your father-in-law to save his brother's life. And he's dying for him.
What? I said that out loud by accident.
The Grigaldonian general is like, I know it was very surprising indeed, but I mean, I thought that you were a fine catch. It's fine. I mean, but that's fine. If you feel very strongly about orphans, we won't donate them up. Just walk away.
Donate the
Oh,
money for the sale of
he's
the
doing what you should do.
From the looks of things, a lot of
I
people
like we're keeping
tried
the
to kill
evil
him.
rolling.
Okay.
So, what do we got? What do we learn? What do we know? What are we doing?
We know the arrow was of Beryllian make
That's
from a tree
slander.
found in Austerity.
No, he identified the goddamn book.
That's still slander. How dare you, sir?
Fake news.
Beryllian
Garlic
fake
bread.
news is always right.
Carter's been shot at by an arrow.
What do I
Oh.
know about when it's been a week and unfortunately my memory is shit. When we received these bracelets in the last session,
Mm-hmm.
what happened? Can you remind me
Yeah,
what
so
happened?
The wedding ceremony was
Binding ceremony.
it was a binding ceremony. There were 3 different twines that made up the bracelet itself. One was from the Thornbrook family.
Mhm.
The other was from the Goldsmith family,
Mhm.
and then there was a middle one to represent
The faith
the joining of the two. I believe the middle one was made of was going to be made of fucking it's a metal
Adamantine?
adamantine, and then the Goldsmith one was made out of gold, and the Thornbrook one was made out of silver or like
Yeah, silver.
silver. Okay, and then they were
Dark
kind of
silver, yeah.
they were all twined. They were all brought together, then twined together, and then given out to the guests. And then they created their own pair together that they're locked
Yeah.
together with.
Yeah.
And theirs is actually magical, where the rest are just mundane. They're worth about
Symbolic.
I would say about
Yeah, to show who you're with, the bride or the groom.
Who created them?
who created them.
Yeah, who made them?
They
It's
were.
a very good question.
That's what I want to know.
I also want to know who handed them out. Who
That
gave
too.
them to us.
Who?
Or they're like servants, like handing them out to.
Yeah, they were on.
And it's,
Well,
it's
Davis-
different than ours
Exactly.
in just visually.
Like, I need to know, like, what did his look like? Who gave him his?
The one man you know who would know that is
Dead on the ground.
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Does it work if he's not? I mean,
It's in the
I
middle.
don't know if
That's me with living.
how are you?
Hey, does my telepathy mean
Introvert
anything?
cast that on themselves.
Am I met with
Talk to
anything on
regular
telepathy?
He's gonna stay at torpor.
Mostly dead.
Hear me out. If we finish him off,
No,
then we can
technically
capture
he
him
is in
and Charlotte's
torpor
abilities.
if you are able to walk into dreams.
I
Now,
can. I can dream one.
Right now.
you have the spell dream or
I have my circle spell, which gives me the spell stream. Dream. Dream.
Cleric. There, now you got it.
I have.
Milton Fiends that has button.
Oh, okay.
He's the devilish type.
Yeah, he literally.
Dream.
is, Yeah.
You
I
do-
have dream.
If
Yep.
you use dream, then I will let you. If you burn that spell, I will give you 5 things you can ask him in his dream.
I can animate the dead.
You want to do that on Toast
Make him
Run?
dance.
Let me.
Tempting.
Spooky,
Puppets.
scary skeleton.
Okay, so as I'm coming to that realization, as I get to that realization that I have that option,
You need to go outside that badly.
what if I could talk to Navis?
He doesn't seem to be answering.
What?
So
He's
you're
not.
asking us?
Yes.
Oh.
What if I could talk to him?
Well, I would have no qualms with that because the man is technically not fully dead yet. But if you could pull out some kind of information, that would be grand.
I'm looking for what I should ask him. I don't know if it's going to work. I feel like it should. I am a Circle of the Dreams druid. I think I should be able to reach it.
I'm concerned that.
Who gave him the bracelet?
No, well, yeah, that would be one. Yeah, who gave you the bracelet?
All right, hang on. Let me
How
write
Luminous seems
write
much
this
of a
down.
stranger to this place as we are.
That's what I was gonna point
He
out.
doesn't
Like
know.
he only knows as much.
He may know less than we do.
Okay, who gave you
The
the
man was a
bracelet?
fool.
Yeah.
What did they like? Who gave you like? What did they look like?
Let's
Basically,
take you outside.
Yeah, who gave you the bracelet? What did
Yeah,
it look
that's
like? Did you notice anything wrong with the bracelet right away?
It's painless. I already know
Oh,
that
okay.
it's a
Then
painless
never mind.
poison.
Did he
Um,
get the bracelets just before the binding ceremony?
Yeah.
It was during the binding ceremony,
During-
so they were kind of just handing them out. Some people had already had theirs, right?
Yeah, a bunch of
Preferably
party
like the primaries, like the groom, the bride. Well, they built theirs, but like Navis, for example, would have gotten his before.
Yeah, like
So-
the
So Nadius never got one.
No, he did. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what.
Wait, I
Poison-
thought this was Navis.
sorry.
Native Naughty he keeps getting the
Yeah, I can.
So it's the brother that we disappeared.
Albus.
Yes, Albus.
Sorry.
Albus never
Albus.
got one because Albus was in a pocket.
Okay, I just
No,
want to make
it's-
sure.
It was just a party favor.
Okay.
I think they magically matched the other one, but that's it.
It's Nautilus, right? Or no, it's Navis. Navis.
Navis.
Native is the
And
real
Albus.
brother. Albus was the bad.
Who's Nadius?
I fucked this up.
Naughty-
Naughtius is their father, the grandfather of the Goldsmith family who's dead, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is the grandfather?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Nadia
So Albus-
was a family member. Yeah. He's just not
Yeah.
relevant.
Okay.
Navis Albus.
Navis Albus.
It's like a family where the grandfather's named Tim and the father's named Jim. It's very
Okay. Albus. Okay. So I've got who
Just
gave you
so
the
we pronounce
bracelet.
them too correctly.
What do they look like? What else? Tony has graciously allowed me to ask him 5 things.
You put the poison acts quickly or slowly.
How fast is it?
Then I would
You
say
think
ask him
you
how long.
have until morning.
No. How long would it
from
have
getting the
taken?
bracelet would have.
How long would it have taken from the moment of contact for it to affect him?
The mode of contact. You think he has until morning. So the effect, you do think the time wise matches up. So it's about that.
Like from
like 6 hours.
so he would have had to have the bracelet for 6 hours before it.
Well,
I'm asking. So Tony, what I'm asking is how long from the moment he came into contact with the poison would it have taken for the poison to lay him out? How long would it, if I had to guess?
depending on the dosage, but you rolled really high in the previous check, I'll give you that. It was about 6 hours,
6 hours.
which is about now.
Okay. So 6 hours ago, where were we? What were we doing?
You guys were probably, I would say, outside getting ready to go into the Silver Lodge estate, right? Because they were about to do the binding ceremony. So it would have been shortly before that.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have been at it, but it probably would have been shortly before it if the timings were.
So
And you would remember that he had the bracelet on
he had it on
at the
when,
beginning of the binding ceremony. Like him and his wife and his grandmother, all 3 of them all had theirs on.
Okay.
And as well as the sister had not had hers on yet, the one you were supposed to marry but are not marrying, and neither did Titania.
Baseball bracelet.
BRACELET.
Oh, just ET. Okay,
ET.
that was 2 G's.
Nope, bracelet. So okay. So I have 2 questions. Well, I basically have 1 question at this point. What else do you want me to ask him?
What question?
I have who gave you the bracelet,
Who
and,
gave-
and I'm hoping that he'll tell us. What if he doesn't know who it is? I'll ask, what did they look like? If he doesn't know who they were, but in a dream, he should be able to show me who it is, by virtue of the spell. He should be able to physically show me who he saw.
Would it be relevant to ask who he talked to before? Because he was at a few meetings before we
Right.
rendezvous.
Yeah. Did you have any business meetings with any individuals in particular?
You should have been at all of this.
I would have been with him.
That's
never
yeah.
mind.
I would have been with him in bird form.
Mouse in his pocket.
Was I with him when he got the bracelet, or no? Okay, all right. It was before I got there. We had breakfast, so.
Yeah, you didn't join until after that.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So breakfast ceremony would have made sense for that timing.
Who gave it to you? What else?
Is there anything else that's relevant to us?
Well, a lot of the stuff I would like to ask, it's like, well, he wouldn't know.
He might not.
Like, who's your enemy? Who would be the most out to get you? Who would benefit
Albus.
the most from your death?
Albus.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we right now we kind of assumed that they wanted to kill Albus.
Yeah.
Well, who
Because
would
they
know it
wouldn't
was
know.
Albus and not Navis?
It's true. Well, everyone would know that this is Albus. Navis was pretending to be Albus.
He was pretending to be Navis.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they would think that it's Navis, but it's really Albus. But
Yeah.
now it's Navis in action.
But if somebody was targeting Albus,
Yeah.
they would have to know that Navis
Yeah.
Right.
was out actually Albus.
Albus was pretending.
Yes.
They wanted to kill the other guy.
They wanted
Maybe
to kill
not this
Albus.
Yeah.
Intended victim, real victim.
They went
Yeah.
to tell Albus, who was pretending to be Navis.
Yes, not Navis pretending to be Albus pretending
on
to be
second?
Navis.
Yep.
Exactly.
It was Navis
So
pretending to
glad
be
my
Navis.
character isn't there to be there to speculate. Oh my god.
I've given you enough. You should be freaking out.
Oh, I'm plenty freaking out.
Yes, shit. A lot of the stuff I want to ask, like, well, you wouldn't know because we don't
Good
know.
news is we have a spare.
There might have been stuff from his perspective. There could have been stuff before. There could be stuff after, right?
Once I cast the spell, will you allow me to speak out loud to the party?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It'll be like speak with get. You ask questions and you'll get visions and some.
So Dream usually is you have a messenger, and
Right.
with Dream I would act as the messenger because I'm using my circle spell.
Yeah.
So it's your call whether I'd be able to speak out loud because then I'll relay what he says.
I'm okay with you dream walk. It's like dream speaking.
Right. Okay.
So it might be a little mumbly, but you're kind of like dream speak.
Okay, so at this point, Mobase is going to take her cloak off, and set. Actually, she'll probably just set her staff upright, like just on its point on the ground, and it'll plant, and she'll kneel down next to him. Yes.
Is he contagious? Will we catch it if we touch him in the wrong spot?
I don't think so.
I think it's just the bracelet.
Really?
I think it is.
On his where his wrist was too
Yeah.
much?
No, I think I think the only thing that there's a danger of would be coming in contact with the bracelet, and I have that. So I'm gonna kneel.
much
I'm gonna kneel next to him. Then I'm gonna pull my antlers off, set it down, and sort of sit on my knees. And I'm going to cast Dream.
Okay.
So I'll go into meditative state.
You go into a meditative state. What does it look like when you go into this state?
So from the outside.
Yeah.
So from the outside, what would that look like? So from the outside, what I'm doing is utilizing my connection to the dream to transition into that place where dreams come from.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that point, yeah, my absolute favorite graphic novel ever. So at that point, her physicality would melt into stars, so she would look like she was like where you have void eyes.
Yeah,
I have a starry nightscape.
but I have like a healthy one, not just points of light in black.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a good one.
I look like a galaxy.
There you go.
I look like like a window into a galaxy.
Right.
And what it is it's a window into the dreaming. Is essentially what I create for myself. So from the outside, that's what I look like. And when the vision takes root, we are in this area. We are
Okay.
knelt. So he would be in this area. So my dream state is where we are right now.
You and Navis
The
are
galaxy.
once again standing under the gazebo, staring out.
1 second.
Yeah.
I can bring someone with me into this dream with
Okay.
this spell.
Okay.
Because all that happens is I act as the messenger.
Yeah.
So I can bring someone with this
You want to
with
bring?
this
Who do you want to
spell.
bring with you?
Want to bring you.
I'm there.
Damn it.
So
Let's say there's your best choice.
I know.
Run into there real quick, grab him. You. What?
Yeah.
You go fine.
Drag wife with him.
Yeah.
Is there someone that would want to come with me? That feels
Kind of. Yeah, because I'm concerned. Why isn't his soul moving on?
I don't want to bring you.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I-
No, the fact that I'm just telling you, the fact that Scarlet hit me with one of those "I'll allow it" things, I immediately am not taking.
oh no, we're
because you
kind
don't
of
allow me to do anything.
no, we're on the opposite side.
We are polar opposites, so I'm not taking.
You're
you.
living, I'm not.
Exactly. So who
Not
is
me.
anyone?
Nope,
Anyone?
magic. Nope.
Nope.
Not a big fan of that
So
now.
then one of the two of you.
Go for it.
Sure.
I have disdain for the man.
Do you know
so.
Davis? Like,
I mean, as much as anybody else.
okay, all right.
Definitely much.
All right. Well, that's why I really wanted you.
No, I couldn't get away.
Now, while you're in this dream state, do we need to like keep your body? Like, do we need to keep you safe, or you stand upright on your own, or do we need to?
I should be okay.
Okay, we don't have to do anything like.
Don't let
make sure
anyone
you breathe.
stab us.
Just watch for portals.
Can I go
Keep an
back
eye.
and try to interference for Phoenix and try to get away again?
Okay, good.
Be
I was more
careful.
afraid of like. Oh, I tip over and I can't drink anything.
No.
so
I'm
make
also
sure-
going to take a minute
No,
beforehand
nothing like
because I haven't been running it all day, but stuff's happened, so I'm going to get foresight rolling
Oh, okay.
and then roll up and start
Uh,
running
Katie,
interference.
You
for him.
can roll a stealth check again with advantage in the meantime. And this is happening while this is happening.
While I'm getting set up
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's those so Stroms.
yep.
And
Palm.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take.
It's so helpful.
Yep. I'm gonna take Neil with me then.
Okay.
Smoot. Thank you.
You and Smoot find yourselves standing with Navis under the gazebo. He appears clueless to anything that's been going on.
Okay.
He is thoroughly in his dream. He is staring out into a starry night sky.
Mhm.
The stars themselves appear to be constellations of memories that he has. Figments of his family, his wife, his children. Just good memories, good points in distant stars that kind of coalesce together into rough depictions of memories that he
Okay.
has.
Okay. So this is really cool. Like a really cool correlation. It's like your life flashes before your eyes at the end there, and I feel like that's such a cool way to put it into D&D. So
You do notice at the edges of these stars, though, it's very slight right now. It's like an outline, but in the outline, wherever you look, there's an edge of black that's slowly, very slowly creeping in, eating the stars away.
okay. I'm gonna appear to him how he's seen me because I don't want to I don't want to make him afraid. If he doesn't know me that well, I'm
The
gonna look
bird.
like him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Don't know him that well either.
Well, I assume of all of us, he would know him or be familiar enough with him the most.
I'm the one who dislikes him the least.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
So I'm gonna look
Low
like
bar.
him.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm gonna look like.
Looking like the
Won't that
king.
keep him like on the edge forever?
What does Smoot look like? Himself?
Couple of decadings. Two
It's like
decadings.
Spider-Man. Okay, so back in the scene.
Yep.
You find yourselves staring at the nightly sky. He looks over to you and he's like, "Oh, beautiful Decade. Absolutely beautiful."
It is beautiful. Navis,
Just Decade.
who gave you your bracelet tonight?
Who gave it to me? I saw
What?
This morning.
This morning.
it. I don't know if I could. I mean, I've never really. I used to know all the names of the servants.
Well,
in the
think about
past.
Imagine they're standing here in front of you.
As you coax him into it and he thinks about it, distant stars begin to coalesce together into a shape that begins to gain color. You see a female elven woman with brown hair. You have seen her several times, and you recently saw her in the Silver Lodge estate not so long ago, serving food out. She is a maid. Roll me a intelligence check to see if you know what the servant's name is. I'll say the DC is 16.
Ooh, this might be real close. Hang on, I don't remember what this character's is that it? Intelligence? So 15.
15, so close. I'll give you her first name. Her first name is. A minute.
Nice.
Wendy. Wendy is her first name.
Wendy, okay.
Wendy, darling.
A Bessarian.
Sir, this
maid.
is a Wendy's.
Okay, so then
Will do.
And he just kind of looks back and he's like, and the stars kind of burst apart. I really can't say who it was. It's just a serving girl.
Wendy?
Oh, yes. Yes, the Silver Song lady. Yes, Miss Silver Song.
Okay. Before you met with Vase, where were you? What were you doing?
Oh, before I met with Mauvais.
Before Mauvais came to keep you safe.
Oh, yes, my boy. I was just before then, I was meeting with my wife and my stepmother, Miss my wife Elisa, and my mother-in-law Antonia. Elisa is Illasa. Antonia is Antonia.
Did you do Lisa again?
Illasa.
Thank
The
you.
wife of Navis. And that's the stepmother of Navis.
Stepmother or mother-in-law?
A mother-in-law, sorry. Mother-in-law. It would be her mother,
Yeah.
not his mother.
Titania's mother?
Elisa.
No,
Elisa's
his.
mother.
I'm
Elisa
sorry.
is
I
his-
see.
Yeah, Antonio is his
I
his
see.
wife's mother.
Okay.
We were just having breakfast. I received some letters. I didn't have time to read them, so I just I handed them to my wife, and I took off outside to meet with, of course, Mr. Fiends. We were Mr. Fiends had some plans for the day. I had a few concerns with him based on my own history of when I got married, and Mr. Fiends says that he was going to work. You vague memories kind of pocket themselves while he's talking. You see kind of these scenes and kind of black and white starry outlines in the sky. A brief flash of Navis being very drunk on his wedding night, stumbling around, and his wife kind of just being pissed off at him.
Shocking.
And
Out loud. Navis, I'm speaking out loud to everybody here.
Mhm.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Navis, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Out loud, I'm going to say Wendy gave him the bracelet. He kind of knows her. Before he met with
Beans.
Mr. Fiends, they were making plans in accordance to how his wedding went. He also met with, what was it? Alyssa and Antonia. Okay.
there's a breakfast scene at the morning.
Yes, in the morning for breakfast.
First or second?
New
Yes.
things. What else do you want me to ask him?
It's on the second floor.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
There's your question.
So back into the dream. What is on the second floor?
Second floor is,
There's something important on the second floor.
yes, I was going through my brother's study, and he had collected many horrible things and machinations over the years. I found a collection of them and put them all in one place on the second floor. Would be hoping that the things that were stolen would be returned, and those inappropriate things would be put away. My brother had done terrible things and set horrible things in motion. You get flashes.
Mhm.
You see a journal. You see a contract You can tell it's a contract, but what is in it, you're uncertain. You see a portrait with the outline of a nude woman on it, but what woman you can't tell. It's like the picture of a picture of a picture of a picture in the starlight.
Because he said it's on the second floor.
It's as in it is, or it's as in the
The
collective.
collective it's is what I would guess.
If you could say it's referring to everything, or it is referring to the singular.
So those three things, I believe. Give me double check my notes. The journal, the letters, a series of letters, a portrait, and a contract.
Journal, contract, letters, portrait.
The portrait's on, yeah. Okay. So out loud to the group, I will say there were things Albus left behind, bad things, a journal, a contract, a portrait with some
Nude woman.
nude woman on it that I can't quite make out who it is, some letters, and he's worried about the bad things that Albus set into motion not being handled and not being stopped.
So we have 3 more questions, or 2 more questions. I mean, 2 more questions.
We asked, no, we've 2 more because we asked who gave it to you, where were you before, and then what was on the second
2 more
floor.
questions.
Yeah. Yes, we were just before, but yes.
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 2 more questions. I mean, oh jeez.
Who was going to hurt you or your brother pretending to be you?
I mean, Albus
Maybe.
was such a bad person.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would ask, what about the plans? But that might be a long, long answer. Who were the, in general, who were the letters from or to? Like, that stood out.
I mean, we could read the letters.
I mean, yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I
go-
guess
we can
that's
go
true, yeah.
collective and read them.
There are
Oh,
the letters or the collection of bad.
yeah, what place did he put them in?
Yeah.
Mavis, where are these things that you kept? What place did you put them all in?
Second floor study. There's a hidden wall, a hidden panel. I kept them there. Under the portrait of my father. If you remove it from the wall, you will see a safe.
Classic.
And then the last question I can ask him would be if he has any idea of who would want, like who is at the front of his mind of wanting to
Or-
hurt him or Albus.
How do we get into the safe?
That would be what I would ask.
The safe, is that more important? Okay,
I see it as if we ask him now, that's one less skill check we have to suffer from.
sure, you're right.
Therefore, less risk of getting
You got
caught.
I'm really good at lock picking.
Yeah.
I'm phenomenal.
It's up
at
to you.
lockpicking.
At this point, it's the safe, or I ask him if he has any idea who would really. I mean, his answer might just be Albus. Would really.
I'm thinking we can answer that by reading the letters, the journal, and all that stuff.
Okay, so
I'm
then the
curious who's
safe.
nicer to him. It's lying about
That's a different person.
it.
So you want me to ask about the safe?
Yeah.
Safe?
I'm biting my tongue because I'm not
Yeah,
there.
we're not here.
Yeah.
So.
You're in our brain thing, aren't you? You have a rally cry going.
Not to this whole thing you're doing. It's not like a group chat I'm hearing everything going. Or can I? Is it all right if I suggest something? Or
Yeah, you can suggest questions.
Well, let me answer, but yes.
Okay.
okay, so as Matt mentioned directly previously before we started streaming and recording, technically only another goldsmith can move against another goldsmith. That
Yeah,
you. So that raises a question.
I mean, you
of,
totally
is this someone Albus paid to take care of his brother if he came back, or is it another goldsmith taking revenge on Albus for something he's done?
It's always another.
And then I'm afraid Navis wouldn't know that without this stuff.
Who would have ties
Maybe he's
to
brother.
getting
Yeah. Is
This-
there any
Yeah,
other?
I guess,
That makes sense now.
True.
Has he spoken with any other Goldsmith family members besides his wife and mother-in-law? Anyone else who's upset with him because his sister is the sheriff of the town?
Okay.
But known that for a while.
So
He's interacted with
since
him.
he's been back, has any of his family members expressed being upset with him?
There you go.
What's the follow
That it?
Who's next in line?
Okay. Okay, Navis, since you've been back, has anyone in your family been angry with you or upset with you?
Everyone.
Everyone.
You get flashes of an argument that he had in the morning with his sister. Mostly accusations thrown his way.
And
They-
do I know what she was accusing him of? Do I hear it?
Yeah.
Only a perception. See if we can put that together.
That should work.
Hold on, let me get to the scales.
Maybe we should.
You're gonna suck.
And you can make this check because you can read lips. Without it, you want to be able to. 26.
Dara goes.
You see the words, I
Dara?
can't
Red Dara.
believe that you've been fucking her.
I'm gonna say it out loud. Literally, as I'm reading the lips, I'm gonna say it out loud. I can't believe you've been fucking her.
That
Probably no.
poor young woman.
That poor young woman.
I am going to expose you.
I'm going to expose you.
And you see him like saying something and like putting his hands up, apologetic, you could tell from your insight he has no fucking clue what he's being accused of, and nor does she go into detail.
Okay.
And she just says, "This will come to light soon,"
Okay.
and she walks out. And then shortly after, then you see him walking in nervously to go have a dinner with his wife and mother, and his.
So this is right before the breakfast.
Right before the breakfast.
Okay.
This was, you notice that this is in a side room,
Okay.
right? Near his study.
Mm-hmm. Okay. His sister. He had an argument. His sister accused him of sleeping, and of sleeping with a woman, and Navis very clearly had no idea what she was referring to. So we can all assume who that was. And she said that she would expose him.
Do we have any way of speaking with Elvis?
Elvis is in a demiplane. He is.
Can we either go to said demiplane, or can someone go and speak with him to figure out if we can find out more information
Real
about
quick,
that?
my conversation with him is over now, since
Okay.
I only got the 5 things that I was able to ask him. So I'm assuming at this point that I can draw. My dream will come to an end at this point.
Your
Okay.
dream comes to an end.
So before it completely wraps up and closes up, because I know the spell is running its course. I'm gonna say to Navis, just relax here, enjoy the beautiful scenery, and when we're ready, we'll be back for you.
Oh, yeah, no, that sounds perfectly good. Thank you, Decadic. It's a nice night, though. The stars are getting dim. The black outline is a little bit further.
And I'll let the dream go, and I'll pull the 2 of us out. Okay, sorry, carry on.
No,
I just wanted to make sure we wrap that up.
So
The camera pans out.
And yeah, good times. Spell ends.
is there? I know he's in the demiplane. Is there any way that we can talk, or someone can talk?
If there is, whether or not he'd be able to talk to us,
Or want to.
because
I
it was real split second. We were uncursing and sending him there, but he might be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs to the point that he might not be. We can,
I'll give you as a gimme. You know he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Right?
okay. Right.
okay.
He's in a rubber.
But
Let's replace him.
just because somebody is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs doesn't mean that they're going to necessarily lie
True.
or are going to be completely out, or their knowledge
Copacetic.
is completely gone.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
So we could still try.
They might be lucid or illucid.
And I think between the two, well, you're
Use the
shackled to
bathroom,
it.
but-
Illusion or delusion.
Yeah, I got the ball and chain over here.
Yeah, like
Did you get the 20 with advantage?
No, I did not. 18.
Okay. You're still stuck.
Yeah.
In that scene.
And the captain stuck with me too. Ah.
Ugh.
so. I was gonna say I could plane shift. I could get us to set down plane, but
You're too much of a power couple.
hey, I mean they are this is their show.
Well, yeah, this is my wedding.
That was blending into the background. Why can't you do it now?
What are we going to do with Navis's body?
Nothing.
Portable hole.
Nothing. Sort him out with the real one.
Boy,
Yeah,
Captain,
we all
I
make
sure hope they don't put anything in a portable hole while we're over here. Ah.
Yeah, we're away. We're holding our
Oh,
chest.
right, damn it.
That
We
sounds
can't
really
get to a captain's
freezing.
hole.
My holes.
Also, he probably still kind of needs air, and it only holds air for like 10 minutes.
Okay, fair enough.
I suggest we leave his body where
I mean,
it
I'm okay with this.
where it is because it's already hidden behind some bushes. So just keep it there.
Just roll a little bit farther into the bushes.
Weakened and burning.
Kind of. Yeah, I can animate the dead, but I don't think he's
He's not
dead.
really dead.
So
You can fix that.
I mean, we can
Just
just.
start stacking bodies in the study.
Scarlet starts to be ready to. Oh,
as a druid, can you
make him. Yeah, thingies grow
yes,
over
make
it.
something grow around him to
Sure.
shield him while still on him?
Shrubbery of safety.
Yes.
I have
Or-
Hearth of Moonlight Shadow.
It's
but-
not shrubbery of safety. We don't
Or-
want. Okay.
Or
We can pick him up, take him to his room, and
Edge of
say,
homeliness, just like it's his wedding night.
he got drunk.
Yeah.
I would rather do that because, well,
his bedroom on the second floor.
yeah, we need to go up there
I
anyway.
was gonna say we could.
Yeah, for the
like if it's
they're
that
close
way.
Yeah,
That's our
assuming it's-
excuse.
Yeah,
It's an office, so not a bedroom.
okay, but
Same
we could
thing.
get him. We could get
But
take him up there.
Yeah, let's say like, gives us a reason to go that way.
Yeah.
Or we could say, oh, we didn't know where his bedroom was. We knew where his office was.
Yeah.
Well, I was impartial. Just you called it a bedroom. I was just correct.
No, you're good, you're right,
No, we were gonna look for his bedroom.
We're just trying to find a safe place to stash a body. Is what we're
Yes.
looking for.
And not quite dead body.
Yes.
Hey, Decadic, do you know who the eldest son is of the goldsmiths?
You know that there is no eldest son. The eldest daughter was the one you were supposed to marry. The Lulia. He stands to inherit
Tell me
everything.
what we're talking about. What are you talking about?
They're talking about previous generation with. So if Neves is dead and stays dead, she would be the next
She
in
is,
line.
she is the
for-
next
okay.
in line.
Wow.
No, there's none of that
Cool.
stupid gender shit.
Marry him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm telling you.
What's the name of the woman you're marrying?
Tatiana. Tatiana?
Yeah.
Too bad. All I can hear is
Well, it's just it's all good. As long as we get the right consonants, it's all good.
Now you call your wife the right name.
Someone has high
The
standards.
Williams are older.
You're not a normal.
Tatiana's younger.
Yeah, bud.
Just a chop.
Now, since he's marrying into the family, does he upset the
Or dynamic.
order of succession because he's a dude?
No.
Okay.
Though if he was to marry, if he would have married, if
Okay.
Lulia dies, Tatiana is next to inherit. It's always through the blood. So
So marriage
if-
doesn't matter.
marriage doesn't matter, blood matters, and the eldest of the person who inherited, it goes that way. Now, if everyone was dead, it would go back up.
I'd be consorts. I wouldn't be.
Fine, but you still have access to the money with Tatiana.
We're literally
No.
just trying to follow the money at this point.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we make a second murder.
What?
Well, okay,
Let's
Captain.
hear him out.
Yeah, he's not over there. He's with me.
Captain. Let's go further. If I have a friend who can do some good contracts and wills, he
I
can
don't
make it.
actually. Turns out he's a dope person.
Hey, don't. Too soon. Too soon.
Why don't we have somebody
Too soon. You know
disguise
it.
themselves as Navis
On it.
and see if anybody's like, "You should be dead," and they're like, "Ah, it's you," and then we win.
Did Strom do that in character? Because that's a lot of chance energy.
Let's go to the
Right?
party. Let's just go to the party and say, "Raise your hand if you murdered someone." Maybe the Lords are hand. Maybe.
That's so the truth going.
No, not you.
Get the girl to make a phone. Extend the range.
Okay, so next step at this point is
Kinda
going to be
like
to get Navis out of here and up to the office.
Okay.
We'll
That's what we're gonna do next.
We'll pretend he's drunk, carry him up to the office.
Mhm.
Our excuse is we didn't know where the bedroom was, so that we thought the office would be the next best place.
So let's. That sounds like a good skill challenge to me. So let's say we get Weekend and Bernie's this guy upstairs. Who is participating in this scene?
Really quick.
Mhm.
Would it be wiser for me to fly him up there so that we are not dragging this body through this house?
Yep.
Do you know where the office
I'm
is?
sorry.
I
What
could've
is
fucking
wisdom
known.
playing?
I am all the wisdom. I am all
Is
the
that
wisdom.
much more discreet to fly through the air with a body than walk
If
along
I'm
the
a
ground?
giant eagle,
I would say
I'm
this:
gonna
can you
say
transform the body so it looks like something else while
will
you carry him?
polymorph allow me to do that for him while he's dead? Do I think
You can. You
not
can
dead.
poly. You
because I
could.
have polymorph.
You could polymorph the body. You could make a skill check representing the spell, and I would give you advantage if you use polymorph and a nature check.
And
Right.
then-
Because as long as I know that it wouldn't do any worse.
It's not going to do any worse. He is. It's like he is more in a coma.
Okay. Because I have polymorph and I have it.
He's in a coma and he's slowly.
Because I'm thinking,
Okay.
you just change him into an animal. We can just carry him, but
Put
we
him
can
in my-
all still go to the office,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
unpolymorph and put him
Another
somewhere in
Mountain
the office as a
Okay.
cover.
What? Or one of those?
I'm trying to remember what the
The blue
rule.
one.
I'm trying to remember what the rule of polymorph is when it
Wait.
comes to. Can you change
Oh.
like one
Oh, that's right.
size
It-
category? I think?
No. You can change them in anything. So my rules in on the campaign list is you could turn them into a CR up to no higher than half your level. But if you're going for like a mouse or something, that's way low.
Literally, I'm just gonna put him in my pocket.
Yeah, polymorph is literally any beast,
Okay.
right? It's just limited by CR. But I think you're at the level where it's not. Well, what's 16
If I
divided
were
by half is
if I were
8.
wild shaping, I'm not a moon druid, so I'm still limited. But if I were wild shaping, I think I can go up to CR2.
Yeah, I think it does say within your wild shape how
It
high
does.
you can go.
So I would say if I'm literally just, I mean that's easier. Wild shape, put him in my pocket. Then we don't have to worry about getting trapped.
Well,
with
and
this
I
body.
would, I think as a character, I would trust you to take care of an animal, so you'd be less likely to like do something funky with it.
For sure.
Go ahead and burn. If you want, that's your part of the skill challenge.
That's what
If
I'll
you
do.
are burning, roll me a nature check with advantage, because you are
That's
making.
a natural 20. Do you want me to?
No, you are fine. You are.
If you get another nat 20, you
I
do
mean,
it.
here, I'll see if
Okay.
it explodes. No, no,
Okay,
it definitely
okay,
didn't.
okay.
Remind me
Natural
to-
20. That's a lot of successes. Keep that in mind. What are the rest of you doing in this? While your character is going up to.
Before she does this, I will explain. I have the ability. I can change his shape. I'll make sure that's what everyone wants to do before I do it. So
That's going in the group chat.
yes. Well, I'll connect to one of you, probably you, because I know you're the more proficient one.
I'm out of water here over here. Like,
Okay,
still don't understand what's going
so
I remind
okay.
you to hide him
yeah, like
physically. Okay.
Yeah, like
Make
in
sure,
my
'cause there's
pocket.
people with true sight in here, so.
oh yeah, we'll take him somewhere. Okay. Navis is very deathly ill. He will pass if we don't do something to help. He's been infected with a poison called Shadow Lace. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'll tell you it's derived from the blood of the Autumn Court. From the blood of the Fae of the Autumn Court. And he is slipping. We are losing him. It is as much a curse as it is a poison. We can fix it if we can find who cursed him. He's told us that there is a lot of stuff upstairs in his study. I am going to momentarily change his shape so that we can move him more discreetly. And we are going upstairs to his office to find these items that he found that were Albus's.
Got it. I'll see if I can draw the crowd's attention away from.
You can't get it off of you.
I don't think you have to try. You just
Perfect.
go.
You've got too much star power right now.
Make me a performance check with advantage because you are the group.
What side of the house would we be coming in from? Would we be coming up to this side of the house?
It's
Yeah.
whatever side you
You
guys
can go to whatever side.
Where's the party happening?
Yeah, because I was saying,
The party is happening in this room right
so I was
here.
saying you go the opposite where we go.
The study is just
Like, oh, that way
above
we go that way.
Take
here,
everyone
so
out of
it's through here and then it's up to the next floor.
This is where the stairs are. Where are the stairs?
I don't know. I have to look at some of my smaller pictures.
You're fine.
You don't need no stairs.
You say then.
It's possible they could go in through like a back way to get up to the second
I'm just
floor.
saying, wherever we go, you just go the other way.
You
take all the crowd with You don't
yes,
you don't have to do anything
the
special.
way up to there is there's a small set of stairs around here.
Okay, so we'll just go in through here then, and you can take the crowd.
Okay.
Out onto the front lawn to look at the fireworks.
This is the front entrance,
There you
which
go.
is technically the only. Well, there's some side entrances too. There's these doors.
Servant entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Performance with advantage.
Not bad. Listen, if he was less dead,
That's
this wouldn't be a problem.
26.
26.
Are you drinking more?
You are able to you because there's supposed to be a toast, so you decide that all toasts now need to be outside by the hill over there.
Yeah.
Right. You take people like halfway to Breeze Hill, right? And
get the right
you're
money.
you're just gonna yeah. And you and Titania are just like, yeah, let's go over here.
You're a gem. Thank you.
It has to be photogenic, whatever that happens to mean.
So I am going to roll.
Matt, did you get me one of my energy drinks?
Mountain Dew Energy Blue
Sure.
should be on the bottom.
You already tried it, didn't you?
No.
No, you
smelled
didn't.
it.
Okay,
Smelled
you
it.
smell it. You
That was
tried
enough.
it.
Yes.
That's
Coward.
And I thought it was.
Yes.
All right. I'm out of arguments.
Okay, 9 plus 20. For the next 29 minutes, everyone is going to be, that you could see the crowd in here. The next 29 minutes, the crowd has left the house.
I'm going to mouth shape him, stick him in my pocket.
Wild shape stuck in the pocket. They are going over here. You guys are over here, so there's no crossing. going.
Throwing up at your dudes.
So,
Are you coming with Captain or are you still
Nope,
at the house?
I'm sticking around.
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna guess some
Oh, God, there's a
servants stick
snake in the
around
house.
here. Maybe. Does anyone stick around in the house? The majority of the crowd is definitely. They're like servants. Any stragglers?
Roll me, as they're making their way back, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. 28.
28. Ugh, such a low roll.
Not 20, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, a 28. Okay,
See them if they're disguising themselves with magic.
yes, you can. So with that 28, as you've been mixing, I'm going to give you 2 pieces of information, and I'm going to let you tell me what you're going to do with that information.
Ooh, exciting.
Let me look at the clues.
We should do. We should link it for his tubes. Where we animate his dead body with voodoo magic so it walks on its own when it hears music.
So I'm actually going to give you 3 pieces of information.
That's the craziest movie ever.
Or am I
Keep it
hearing
killing, and I can animate it.
So in the first one, did
I'm
they
going
just
to
like
find
puppet him
I
around?
need to
Yeah.
find a lead.
The second one, literal voodoo magic
arm.
animates him when he hears music.
The
I remember that.
Grigaldonian
So it might be a little
orcish half-orc princess, Lillian Firebrand.
Mm-hmm.
Your witch eyes see something interesting about her. Brad,
You don't even tell me that.
This was
do you
not the party she
remember
was
what it was that Krasdak looked like when you fought him in his final game?
No.
You see that spectral form following her, as if that is her true form.
Delightful.
Second thing you
We
notice,
miss him. We all do.
the Grigaldorian
Yeah, we all missed him.
Grigaldorian general who challenged you to a duel to the death,
Mhm.
Count Soso. You don't see him leaving, nor have you seen Count Soso for a while. Third piece of information. You see one of the Rokugonian samurai is missing from the escort. He is not currently escorting the He's currently not escorting Dizzy,
Yeah.
the soft blood.
Brain clan? Crap clan?
Crane Clan. It's Blue Dragon Boy. He doesn't say anything. They don't really talk much outside of nudging their lord. But that's about it. But you notice that Dizzy Softbow and only one of the samurai are leaving the building. And you haven't seen the other samurai for at least the last 10 minutes. Maybe, as you think about it, you haven't seen that samurai for maybe the last 40 minutes. Giving you that piece of information. Do with it as you will. Actually, you got a natural 20. I'll give you. No. Yeah, that's all I give you. So, and there are some servants staying around, but only just a couple. But mostly cleaning stuff.
So the princess is a goat.
Yes.
Oh, not telling
Samurais are missing,
You probably
and
won't.
so is one of the.
Why not?
It's a bad goat.
So you may not. So here's the thing: you may not realize this, but one of my character's primary flaws is directly surrounding someone that's hurt. I could give two shits about the goat right now.
Okay.
So
Either way, I don't know that.
The goat will have shits to spare for you later. Don't
that's
worry.
fine. That's fine. Smaller fish.
I have my own beef with it, so I
That's
can
fine.
let that win.
No,
Okay.
it's probably not beef.
Fine.
Goats.
Yeah.
I want some goat cheese now, real bad.
Ooh, Greek goat cheese.
Oh.
Sarah might have some. Anyway, okay. It's your guys' show. What do you do during this time?
If they're gone, I would also be joining the go upstairs crew, basically to look
Go
for
upstairs
them. I would suspect
Yeah.
that.
Not our name.
We'll probably chill and wait for everyone to like go follow them, and then we'll
So-
head in.
All of you meet up except for Decatur, who is now currently making the most awkwardly long speech. Like the speech he had was like a couple paragraphs, and now you got to string this son of a bitch out.
Oh no.
You're improv.
I'll tell you what I'll do. On the way to this hill area, I'm gonna find my father.
Okay.
Tell him that father-in-law had a little too much, can't give a speech, so he needs to make a speech. And Phil pretend.
Your father is not proficient in that skill.
Yes.
He gives a military speech
Oh,
to all these people. Nobody's into it. You know what? Fuck. I'm
Flag falls down behind him. Another riding crowd.
Put your hand in a pile. Your best friend's face.
What do you want so funny? With a 7, yes. He is retelling a graphic story.
Where's he from?
He's talking about taking shit.
Bridget had the bottle in the goddamn war it's ever been in. Our job is to kill those son of a bitches trying to kill us.
Those goddamn Rokagonians, no offense.
Like that opening scene in Patton.
Yeah.
Except he's in front of me.
Our job is not to die for our country, but to get those son of a bitches die for his.
oh no!
He kept his pocket watch in his asshole, and when he died, I kept it in my asshole. Let those rook guys get the bread to my hand.
One day, it's my son.
Oh no!
And he reached the... Let me find it.
I'm disturbed, but patriotic.
Amazing.
So all of you converge back in that dining area, and you head up to the study.
I will go with Team Ascend the stairs.
As all of you ascend the stairs and open the door to the study, the back window is open.
Fuck.
And standing, the room has been partially ransacked, like the table's been flipped over. There's a couple paintings that have been pulled off the wall. The couch has been sliced open, and you see a blue dragonborn samurai turn around with a dagger in his hand.
I'm casting Hold Person.
I have to make a-
Initiative!
It's
Surprise round! Hold
initiative.
Person.
You get the surprise round. I rolled a 5 plus 5. That's a
You can
10.
beat a 10, Cassie. I believe in you.
I think.
Well,
yeah.
but you don't come anywhere close to
I'm
this
not
thing.
even
Not even in the same
neighborhood.
neighborhood. No.
He is frozen.
Yes.
So
So let it go.
yeah, you guys. I'll roleplay that. He
I
is
got him.
frozen for now.
Gentlemen, you want to relieve him of his weapons, please?
Oh, I'm gonna so take it all this way. Every single one of them are now.
Lord,
mine.
16. Lord, 17.
He has a
Got spot
he
for
has
that one.
he has a long sword, and he has a short sword, and then he has a
Oh,
dagger.
he's wearing two. Let me just scare you some of that too.
All of them are +2 weapons. He is wearing currently he isn't wearing his armor. He's wearing kind of like a blackish colored mesh, right? That kind of blends in with the surroundings.
Ninja.
The natural and well, so food's for a dog, but it's time.
Right, yeah, he's a Dragonborn ninja right now. He is, but yeah, outside of that, he has that, and he has on him, he has one vial of, he has a vial of this horrid, greenish black liquid in his pouch next to him.
Okay, I'll take that too, but I'll give that to somebody else that can identify it.
Okay. So you guys have all
Yeah,
of
I'm not there. So.
I'm holding this guy right now.
and he's just sitting here staring like, he like can't even move his eyeballs.
Yeah, this was a mistake.
Okay, so it's your guys' scene. Like I said, you're now down to 26 minutes.
You think your lords noticed you're not protecting him any longer?
We're going to need to restrain him. He will be unable to speak while I am currently holding him.
I'll go up to him and I'll just grab his arms, put him behind his back.
Oh yeah, you got a 29 strength. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not even okay, dude.
I'll wait until you
gotta
give
know.
me like a nod or something, and then I will release him from the
I'll
person.
hold
Mhm.
his arms behind his back with one arm, and I'll pull out Jokimbo's sword and put it to his neck.
I can
Okay.
curse him.
And this is after we have relieved him of
Everything.
pretty much
It's not even for the
Like I can bestow a curse.
He can keep
on
his
for no
clothes, I
reason.
guess.
You what?
He can keep his clothes, I guess.
You know, hands him and tie his shoes together.
So they'll never get away.
So he is thoroughly brown. He'll say, please
Make him blind to death.
release me.
No.
Do you hand me the poison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I
Yeah, because
take
I
him
know you were
off, hand him
looking
the
for
poison.
somewhere to give it. So
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this shadow lace?
Roll me a nature check.
Ooh, 18.
18. This is not Shadow Lace. This is Green Dragon tincture with Black Dragon acid in it.
So it's a green dragon tincture with black dragon with black dragon.
With mixed with black dragon acid. So it'll both burn and dissolve the esophagus so that you can't speak, and it will poison you at the same time.
I'm gonna put that in my
It's
pocket for now.
essentially a suicide pill.
No, that's what you get for.
Sorry.
He said for dragon
He
ass.
said dragon ass.
No.
And you cut off the end.
So it sounded like you said something that and dragon ass.
Acid.
Black dragon ass.
Hella dangerous and drug God.
Good lord, proctology, you die.
Okay, I got a suicide potion. I got it.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to drink it.
Yeah.
Hemorrhoids.
Okay.
God.
This is not shadow lace, is what I'll say.
So,
Dragon ass.
what are you doing in here? This is not very honorable, wouldn't you say?
I'm prepared to die.
I'm prepared to kill.
Roll me an intimidation check.
He bent his arm a bit too much.
It's fine. If he pops his shoulder out, I can put it back.
Yeah, just give his arm.
Well, you
I'm
popped
giving him arms.
It all the way off.
It's fine.
15.
I can grow it back. I got
Okay.
regeneration.
I can just.
He is intimidated. He's going to say, I'm here. My master has been dishonored. I'm here to bring honor back to the Crane clan.
Who was he dishonored by?
Navis Goldsmith.
What happened?
Navis has manipulated war events. He's been playing both sides of the Rokuganian struggle. Crane clan wishes to release themselves from their contract. He has been releasing cursed gold into our lands. Cause black blight on it. I am here to collect his counting ledger, which holds on to our debt.
Is the Crane clan on the other side?
Yeah,
No.
the other side. The other side. The Storm Song.
Right?
Did you find the ledger you were looking for?
No, I have not found it. He has been dishonoring both sides.
What
Both
if
of
I
our
were to
clans.
tell you that we were also looking for this cursed gold, trying to put an end to it?
Roll a persuasion check.
Intimidating persuasion.
Ooh. Another 15.
Another 15. You are truly on our side. I would tell my lord. He could tell his father. Perhaps Phoenix and Crane would work together.
I'm going to look over at the captain and basically looking for approval to kind of let him go. He's okay with this.
Might as well. He's clearly incorrect.
I'm going to let you go now. I'm not giving you back your weapons here. But as of right now, you're in no danger.
You'll let in this one leave.
He's staying with us.
Are we keeping him alive?
Yes. Scar.
At least
So I'll let him go.
Neither do I.
You let him go.
I'm going to stand in front of the window.
It's very deceptive.
You can tell with your insight he thinks about it for a moment, but then he kind of holds back and he gets on his knees. I have given my word. I will not leave.
And then I'll help him up.
All right. Well, you will stand up.
So your master is the young one you are supposed to be guarding, or another one? Because the one who's ogling the lady earlier doesn't seem like he needs help being discovered.
It'd be pretty alternative.
My master is Lord Cloud Chaser. He is the father of
Is he?
Lord. You want to call him Dizzy?
Yeah.
It's too formal. Lord Softglow.
Ah.
I am to guard, but also seek the ledger if I saw the opportunity.
So, of the paintings that have been slashed, are there any that are not slashed?
The one we're looking for.
The portrait of his father, is it still
Yeah.
intact?
The portrait of the father is still intact. The portraits weren't slashed. It was the couch that was slashed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some
They
paintings
just
were off the
pulled them
wall.
off.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
There were about 4 paintings that are, because this wall is just covered in super expensive rare paintings. Like, oh, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Like each one of these is a retirement home.
Holy crap! They're all originals.
Yeah, like basically like think of like big expensive rare paintings that should probably be somewhere else are just in his common study. And like each one of these you're looking like, that's a castle, that's an estate, that's like my entire retirement savings. That's our ship's
That's
worth
right.
of money.
A country's income. That's a war budget.
How big are we talking?
Pretty decent size. I guess you could loot if you really wanted to.
Are we sure that we trust this guy? And this is telepathy. Are you sure that we trust this guy enough to reveal the contents of what we came up here for in front of him? And as I believe he thinks that Navis is the one that was doing all of these things, when we know the truth is something else entirely.
It's,
Is this telepathy to all of us?
Just I can
Oh.
only one-on-one.
Okay.
I'm
Oh.
only having this conversation with the captain.
I don't see these paintings very well.
I don't trust him, but I also don't fear his incompetence.
Well put. That's a very captain way to say that.
Do we trust this man enough to reveal the contents of what we came here for in front of him? My understanding is he believes Navis is behind these things. We know that it was not Navis.
I mean, it was.
I mean, it was, but it's not.
It may help, if nothing else, it may just help him fully understand what was going on. And it would only gave me his honor. He knows that
Love it
he
very much.
wouldn't be able to make it out of here alive. I trust him.
Do we tell him? Do we tell him that we are investigating an entity parading as Navis?
Yes. Sorry. No, that was Tinker.
Yes.
Can I whisper? Can I get any insight from a whisper?
Hmm?
From a whisper?
From Whisper?
Yeah.
So, wait, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So when I was in the little bubble,
Yeah.
whispers.
Whisper what?
What?
What are you talking about?
No, he.
He's mentioning something called whispers.
No, like the whispers.
Oh!
Can I? Is there anything that?
Yeah. So what do you say one more time?
So basically,
Mhm.
any insight that would be a bad thing if this blue dragon born samurai knows
Yeah.
about Navis and Alex.
Sweatshirt this is.
You would hear from the Whisper. Distrust breeds dishonor.
So I'm going to trust him.
What's this guy's name again? Okay, doesn't know. She doesn't fucking
You guys never asked his name.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What's your name?
Naku.
Naku, we know for certain that the actions that you are investigating were not done by Navis, but by someone parading as him. We are here investigating those items, and it includes what you are here trying to make right.
You have showed me mercy, or I would have not shown you mercy. I am indebted to you.
That's why I asked him his name.
Scarlett's just gonna stare at this dude with her voids and just like I'm just waiting for him to do anything that would allow us to one to kill him, but then
Okay.
die
Ready to murder somebody? Yeah.
if I need to.
Murder is such a harsh word. Help to post
Inhuman.
retirement.
Post retirement.
So yeah, with the voids, just chilling, but still like I'm waiting for you to die.
Okay. So what are you guys doing now?
Probably going to the portrait.
Off the wall.
Off the wall. You take it off the wall. You did ask for the code, I believe.
No,
No.
we asked who upset the upset family question instead of what's the safe.
So this is a combination.
Mm-hmm.
So I will need a sleight of hand check.
Oh, where is that?
But there's numbers.
If you,
Oh, then in that case, it's still Apple.
if you spell apple sauce,
Okay.
stay.
35.
35. It doesn't take you long. You're
7?
with your foresight.
You just turn the thing and just opens up and lock it.
But you know what? I think that almost works even better. As you reach over to unlock it, and you grab it, and you just kind of jiggle the handle, that first jiggle, before you even turn the knob. Because the jiggling, as you turn, like as you get the correct ones, you're gonna feel a little tug on the knob with your experience. Jesus Christ! You grab onto the knob and the I'm not gonna call it a shaft.
Oh no!
A bar. I'm gonna call it a bar.
The lever.
The lever.
Bars are harder.
You twist it. This safe was already unlocked.
Oh.
You pull it. Shink.
See if there's anything inside.
Maybe he forgot to lock.
As you open it up,
Surrounded by incompetence.
as you open up the safe,
While you stand alone.
you see. First thing you see, there is probably, I would say, about 100,000 copper just worth of coinage in platinum, just in this safe. It's tucked in the back. It's a deeper safe. The second thing you notice is that there is there are a couple magical potions, a potion of restoration, a potion of superior healing, right, and a potion that a scroll of teleport. The other thing you notice is the only one of those items that he mentioned above that's in this safe is the accounting ledger. The the letters are not in here. The portrait is not in here. What were the other ones?
Portrait, the plans.
Contract,
Journal?
The contract is not in here.
contract letters.
Yes, the letters are not in here. The only thing that's in here is the journal,
Which would have.
which now you know it wasn't just a journal, it was an accounting ledger.
Great.
When I'm going to ask Naku, so when you entered this room, was it already in a state of like someone had been in here rummaging through, or it's all
Did you do
yours?
this?
I just got into this room.
So you did not do any of this.
I didn't do any of this. I pulled my dagger because I thought that something had happened.
Can I do an insight?
That he was about to get.
Yes. Go ahead and give an insight check.
Inside too.
Okay.
21.
21. 28. This guy is not lying.
Ultra.
That's unfortunate.
What does it smell like?
What does it smell like? Roll me a perception check with advantage because you can smell.
Spoilers. I just left one out.
Okay. General fun. Wait. I want to feel the positive vibes.
23.
Retail value of the room right
23. You smell perfume. You smell perfume, and you smell poison, and you smell no, let me take that back. Let me take that back. You don't smell perfume before. You smell what did you get again?
23.
23.
now.
You smell
She has-
thick, humid smell that is reminiscent of. Roll me an intelligence check,
Sex, money, and
real
rent.
quick. Just to remember the smell. Let's see if you picked it up. You have been around this person.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
21.
21. You remember this smell exactly. This is the smell of the orc general. You smell his scent in here, and you can smell it, which means he has been here within the last.
Yeah. 'Cause
So the orc general, Soso Firebrand. You smell his smell here, and as you kind of look around, the cuts into the couch are that of a long, jagged sword, which is reminiscent of the one that he had in his belt.
So I will pass that along.
yeah.
I believe that the orc general that challenged the captain to a duel is the one that's responsible for the ransacking of this area.
All the subtlety you'd expect from a brute like that.
Yeah, sorry. Well, if Eliza's
Well, I got the book. Start flipping through.
Circle through. It is everything you expect. He has been funding the war for both sides of the Rokudanian War, and this ledger does contain much of the information from the gold he has been extracting from that heart-shaped creature, and specifically areas he's been planting it in Rokugan, and those other locations that I mentioned.
Does it say where it's at? Because the tower was like it never been there, so did we ever actually kill it here when the timeline shifts?
It only says where it only says where he's been planting the gold, right? Which is reminiscent of some of the locations. The locations that the 4 locations that it mentions there are locations all around Rokugan. There is locations in Assaria. There are locations at both Grigaldon and Osteria and Pharrell, specifically Grigaldon and Osteria.
Mm-hmm.
And the final place that he's been putting money in is Media, which leads you to believe that there's probably that 4th tower is somewhere near Media for Orcus.
So, just so I understand this, since he's dead, Lulia stands to inherit,
Lulia does stand to inherit.
and she inherits everything?
Yeah.
Like,
It is all or nothing. There is no percenta. The wealth
yeah,
is a whole package deal.
gotcha.
That
So-
the family wealth does not dilute. It stays with one member.
Gotcha. Okay, good.
And they are pretty much the banker of the family.
Are there any pages missing?
That's it. Ooh.
Oh, that is a good one. Are there any pages torn out?
Out of this one, there are not any pages that are.
On top of that.
To note, somebody left this journal, and you can tell they didn't open it. They didn't care about it.
Okay.
Like, you can tell there's like a little bit of dust around the journal.
It's been used in a while.
They
Is
didn't
this
even.
the ledger that he's looking for? Like what he said what he was
That Naku's looking for?
yeah.
Yes.
This
You
is
can
definitely-
tell this
okay,
is the letter he's looking
I was gonna ask you, like it said torn out, did anyone recently add anything? But if it's still dusty, and it hasn't been used in a while.
The last ledger was from the day before you did the whole break-in.
Oh.
Because it was the last time they had extracted gold from them.
Ah, yeah.
It was the night before when they had killed that poor family that was going out.
We should see magic. Either one of you.
I can.
I don't think I can.
Is that
Dive detector.
the coins in the back? Do they have any magic on them? I'm curious.
Yeah.
coins in the back have any magic on them?
As you activate detect magic and look, yes, there is
Please tell me
a
this is
small,
what you do to activate it.
there is a large sack of coins that are magical, and it is a bag of cursed Kenkuko. It is separate from the platinum, and it's tied up, but it is there.
That not good. That
Great, we're
that
taking both.
oh,
Oh, we gotta get rid of it. I don't want it. We gotta get rid of this.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't been around. So
Yeah.
I'll let you in on
I'm
this.
like I see the bad juju on it, and I'm like, no.
This is the cursed gold this Naku fellow is speaking of.
Okay.
When you die holding it or near it takes your soul. Your corpse goes off and joins a train of creatures that have been seen in areas that are working to summon Orcus to this.
Is that what happened to that bread fellow?
No, slightly different. That was a tangle
Back
entry.
Also,
I
so
love. I can't.
we did fight
I
the
swear I.
monster after that.
Scarlet wants
Feel
to
free to add to the
Oh, it's
inventory
after-
the items that I mentioned before that if you are looting the safe.
Yeah, I'm looting the safe.
Okay, yeah. There's 100,000 copper worth of platinum.
I had to figure out what the goddamn. It's
Isn't
been
that
so
like
long.
10,000 platinum?
Wow, that's gonna be great.
I don't know if you're how
We
you're.
basically just break it all down and count it.
That is 10,000
We
platinum.
should play a
Well, that's a lot of platinum. That's heavy.
No, that's not it.
That's heavy as fuck.
That's I think that's only like 1,000 platinum because a platinum is 10 gold pieces, which is 10
Loving
silver,
memory of that
which
great
is
fellow.
10 copper,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So it'd be 10, 10, 10. So that'd be 1,000,
If a gold is
10,000,
1,000,
100,000, a million.
Okay.
Or yeah. So it's 1,000 platinum,
1,000 platinum.
which is still a lot.
It's still
of platinum.
100,000 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Who has the? Do you have the inventory? Or who keeps the inventory? He does.
I wrote down some notes here.
Okay.
That falls under a summary category, so you get to speak to
Got it.
recording.
Got it.
It's a mere
for
fortune.
now, it's
It's a
going in my
mere
portable
fortune.
hole, and we'll deal with it later.
I don't give two shits about money, but
Would you like this one?
thank you.
He keeps lists just in case we have to ask the art department to
But
draw the
you wanted a
inventory.
magic item. Here you go.
Now we're
No, thank
robbing
you.
the Cadix family.
Huge pet.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Venus.
I'm not inheriting the money, so it's not really my money.
Stealing from your former fiance.
Nice.
Now
No
that we have identified the things that this man needs, what do we do now with him?
We send him. No, you don't
The
like that. Not
problem is that this is going to wrongfully point back to Navis.
Wait, did we tell him that?
We haven't. I don't know. I read through it. I don't know if anyone's. Can you guys read this?
What language is it
Yeah.
in?
Viserion?
Yes,
Unless it's something else.
I can.
It is in Viserion.
I don't know what that
I
is.
can.
Is that like a local?
Yeah, that's one of the locals because we don't have a common language.
Every
I just have a
country is
regional.
their, it is their
So
language.
then maybe I know it. I don't know.
It would be on your character sheet. I added some languages.
Oh,
to
did
your-
you?
to your
Did you?
character,
Okay.
yeah.
We kind of went with like, oh, you're from Rokugan, you speak Rokuganian. You're from Vesseria, you speak
Okay.
Vessarian.
You speak Burnian, Ingan, Mithrian,
Oh, Viserion.
No, let's, hold on, let's stop.
Yeah.
Stop until Smoot knows.
Oh, and I have global telepathy up to 60.
Oh, you're global to
I have
very
global
small
telepathy.
You know, you haven't been adventuring for a while. It's too rough.
I'm real rusty, okay? Real rusty.
Are you the grandson that I tell me how this telepathy works? I'm not using it.
My bad.
I give it a look through.
And it says that
Toss it
get
to
the
you.
Googles.
Yeah.
You got a group chat.
Yeah, I got a group chat. Okay, so I'm gonna open up this book. Then he's handed it to me, and I speak this language, so I'm gonna look through it.
It is what it's definitely this is specifically as the accounting ledger what it's been doing with the Turscan Gold and the money laundering with the two different sides of the Rokuganian conflict. Because Rokugan currently is in a civil war and an arms race, and he has been funding them. And
Okay.
both sides are indebted to it. The Crane clan is 5 million copper in debt.
Okay. So, in telepathy to all in attendance, this appears to be the ledger that he is looking for. This is not with him, by the way, everyone else.
Yeah.
This appears to be the book that he's looking for and shows that his clan is in debt 5 million copper to the Goldsmith family.
In response to that, Scott.
I just imagine this is completely quiet and
I
then Lord
am
saying, oh Jesus.
What
looking at him with glee in my eyes.
maybe Mr. Strong can ascertain this. But what are this person's intentions with this information with the Crane clan? Is it to use it to the advantage to keep the civil war going? Or is it their way of trying to end the civil war in Rokugan?
I'll look back at Arthur and say, Naku, you mentioned earlier about the Crane clan and the Phoenix clan allying themselves. We are currently on opposite sides of this conflict. What is your goal? What was your goal here coming to get this ledger? Were you just trying to wipe out your clan's debt? Or something greater?
The intention of my lord is to wipe out the clan's debt. We know of the dishonor.
Inside. 20.
That's not all he's after. There's something else he's specifically not.
Do not dishonor us with half truths.
Where do you get this?
Roll an intimidation.
I don't know how.
Also after the nude.
I don't remember how good I am.
Because you timed it just right, I will give you advantage.
Oh, that's an 18 on the die, so I have a +4.
Yeah.
So and then that's not any better.
He kind of shrieks back as he's been caught in a lie, and it almost you could tell from inside this tastes bad on his tongue. He says, my lord's intention is to wipe out Crane Clan's debt. I had planned on utilizing the ledger to collect debt from the other side and raise my family. Money would buy me position, perhaps a noble bride, to raise up my dragon blood to true ascendancy. It's a foolish thought. The Crab Clan would be in great debt to whoever holds this ledger.
I appreciate your honesty.
He's more clever than I thought.
So, we could end the Civil War
Yes, we could.
by just calling in the debt on both sides.
Ooh, but would exposing the debt then make them turn outward onto the goldsmiths
Give them a single
enemy?
thing to ally.
Lore over. War on the Syria declared.
Neil, your character would know that it wouldn't end it, but it could cause turns. It's a lot of money. It could at the very least bring people to a table, but it wouldn't end. They're
I like Storm Song and
It's a deep-seated thing.
these guys are after one of them's wants Tiamat back, the other one doesn't. But the families though.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, with no money, really hard to fight a civil war.
true.
Naku,
I mean, I like that.
I am an envoy of the Great Dragon. It's still technically.
you might
You,
kind of shade.
you didn't officially.
It's not a
resign.
lie. So I'll give you that. Okay. Time with Quimbly one.
Quibbly wobbly.
Jeremy. Barry.
I want the war in the Civil War in Rokugan to end. It's not good for any of them. We need to do something. As you have the ear of your lord, it sounds like. And I have the what word am I looking for? What word am I looking for?
Favor.
Thank you. I have the favor
I
of
like
the
the
Great
influence of
Green.
Paul, but
dragon, we
Big
may
cloud.
be able to make things a little bit may make
Thank you, Corey.
the
The ground
transition
more fertile.
away from the Civil War to peace smoother.
The ground more fertile for peace.
The ground more fertile
I
for
hate
peace.
We're just feeding him
If-
via telepathy.
I can speak to my lord. If you are willing to not leak this dishonor out to the world, I could speak to my lord and see if he would be able to speak terms.
Is Crab the ruling clan?
Yes, yes.
And so it's like Crab,
those two.
then Crane is right after that. Is that right?
Yes. So in ascendancy of clans before the Civil War, yes, it was Crab clan. Then the Crane was was the second most powerful, and then it was, I believe, I want to say the.
I'm helping.
I've got a whole document
Yeah,
with the ascendancy on it,
Oh.
but the Crane clan was the highest. It's Stormsong's official clan, where the official clan of the Crab clan is Winter's Heart, who is
Oh.
the white dragon, who is the emperor.
Yes, I'm willing to keep your honor intact as long as we have your word that you will try to bring your lord to the table to reconcile our countries, our nations' differences, and to end the civil war.
How can I contact you?
Okay. I don't like
Send a ring? Owl? I don't know.
We have a pair of sending stones. Long.
And a comic!
With Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 days. Yeah.
What would be a way that he could contact us?
No contact him. No contact him.
Give him so much time. Give him so much time. I will visit him in a dream.
There you go.
If you are amenable to this, our compatriot here will visit you in a dream. In how much time do you think you would need to go
2
visit
minutes, 30.
with your
20 days.
in 21 days? We will.
Oh, when is the Bravaxis thing?
Ooh, that's a good point.
30 days.
My thing was
Everything's 15.
15.
This is 20. Bravaxis is
Okay,
30.
just putting it in the
we need a
grand context.
timeline. We need a timeline at
That's-
this point.
That's what
I'm-
the calendar's for.
You're the best.
We have a calendar.
Yeah.
for it.
Fantastic.
So in 21
Ahead of
days,
time management.
Wonderful.
our friend here will
Johnny wears a lot of hats.
come to you in a dream.
Is that the one?
Am I allowed to leave?
Yes. And I will give him back his weapon.
Good, yeah.
We'll keep the
We'll keep the
suicide potion.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep that.
You keep the suicide potion. Go ahead and add suicide potion.
I did in those terms.
Yeah. He says thank you for returning my honor.
Girl, Patrick
And he
Bailey.
grabs the swords back. He'll put those. He will bow to you, and he
Nice.
will
Maybe go that way.
he will go that way.
Out the door instead of out the window.
He goes out the door.
That's my leg.
He contemplates the window, and he's like, "Yes, the door." And he
That's
opens
my
the
knee.
door and walks through.
Taste my knee.
You told us she's not the general.
Don't
right?
taste my knee.
All right.
Yeah.
So
How about you guys discuss? I have to pee.
Good.
okay,
Good time.
listen. So we have to find Wendy. I'd be curious if Wendy has been poisoned or not, because I've had time to sit here and stew it over. She may not have known. Do you know who I think it is? I think it's either the mother-in-law or the wife. And the reason for that is because the sister knew that something was going on, and if the sister could find out, and she's further away from what Albus was doing with his infidelities, then these two are. And they know for a fact that if they take care of Navius, it'll go to the daughter, and the daughter will take care of her mother. Which is why I think it's the mother-in-law who would probably try to do it to protect her daughter.
And her granddaughter.
Yes. Now, the question is what do you guys know about Antonia?
Nada.
Nothing.
Fuck.
I've never heard her name
Yeah.
before tonight.
Okay, so my thoughts are we need to find the Fae connection. We need to find the Fae connection because this kind of a poison, and I'll ask Tony when he's maybe down here. Tony, is this? Do I know Shadow Lace? How hard is that to get a hold of?
It is very difficult to get a.
Okay.
Normally, the only people who could really get a hold of it normally would be like druids.
I could get a hold of it.
No, it would have to be a druid from that circle. You know the name of the circle. The only people who could get it to it are members of the. One moment, let me consider them.
Legion of Doom.
Legion
of Doom.
Square circle.
Oh, by the way, for what it's worth, I'm not actively wearing the amulet currently.
But you are wearing your crown of thorns.
I wore it for a bit. I want to see what would happen.
Oh, okay.
Only druids of the Circle of Silverwood.
Circle of Silverwood, and he called her Silver Song. Okay,
And we're in Silver.
and we're Silverwood. Okay,
You are in the
The
Silverwood.
amulet, basically.
okay.
Those druids.
Yes.
Yes. Specifically, you're able to put something together. That poison can only be created in a druid's grove, which you have seen the druid's grove before.
That's here.
3 trees put together.
Fuck.
You're enjoying yourself.
We're flashing over Decadic's father because it's been about 29 minutes. Finishes up, and that's why we're gonna win the goddamn war.
For a wedding?
Dismissed. Yeah. Pretty much equivalent of like awkward, slow clapping, and more because
He charges out off the battle.
Yeah.
That is so
I'm done with this wedding. I'm leaving.
Now the real party starts.
Oh my god.
yeah, your father does the equivalent of like crushing a beer can against him. Walks back into the crowd.
Oh god.
Like he thinks he did. He rolled so bad he thinks he made a good.
We need to
Now
get.
who follows him?
We need to get out of this room.
Correct. I need to go find the general.
Okay.
He didn't do it.
Do you need
but I-
car insurance?
Y'all, we need to find out what.
But the general might have the stuff.
Or the car insurance?
But we only have so much
I
time
don't
to
think
deal
so.
with Navis's death, so I need to find Wendy.
Okay, so you are going to go try to find Wendy.
I want to find Wendy.
You're going to try to find the general.
I'm going with him since I can maybe help track him down by smell.
Okay.
Also,
Roll me a
general-
perception check with advantage for that. You,
That's what I'm going to have fun
what
with.
skills do you guys want to use to try to find Wendy?
Could do-
Insight.
Insight.
Or I
Okay.
could locate person
You
based
wanna-
on the fact that
You
I don't know. That's a rough call.
You
'Cause
could cast a spell locate person. You've seen her.
I have.
If you have the spell, you could do that.
I
as
do
well.
have locate person.
Okay.
I'm gonna have no spells when this is over. You guys.
Okay.
None. We can't get
It's not
into
you.
combat, you guys.
you, bro.
We can't do
Right?
it. No.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead.
Crossbow.
No,
right?
you use locate person. That's an
Yeah.
automatic. She's within range.
Okay.
She's not cloaking herself.
Okay.
She is out in the crowd.
She's in the crowd.
She is out in the she's in the current crowd of people that are out there, but they're coming back.
Okay.
And they're all
Answer.
really
What-
puzzled.
Have you seen Dragon Prince?
Yeah.
Become a little bug. Go in her ear. Have
Yeah.
a conversation.
Have a little conversation with her. How to fill a humans? Human fellas?
How do you do?
Not that fun.
Thanks.
All the telepathy there. It's fine.
What did you get in your perception?
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
I didn't
I'm
know.
trying to see if you find him first or if you find her first.
Okay.
With advantage.
You wouldn't take that long.
Because I know where she is. I'm gonna turn to you. I know where she is.
Okay.
She's out in the crowd.
Lead on.
All right.
So you 3 are in the crowd. You 4 are in the crowd
Are
scene.
you coming with us? Or
you
you coming with
two?
them?
I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go try to find
Yes.
the wife.
He's
Do
looking
that.
for corpse.
Okay, she's also in the crowd.
Yeah, so I will go look for the.
So you're in the
We're
crowd.
together.
scene.
You're
Okay.
three.
With advantage or not?
Yes, with advantage because it's scent based. And you have his scent, so the DC is slightly lower.
19.
Probably shout
19.
out.
Didn't throw that damn.
I am going to run these scenes concurrently, a little bit at a time, because you're going
Okay.
to find them at the same time. I will start with their scene, and then I will go into your scene. I'll just do little pauses back and forth.
Smart
So-
as well.
As you guys get there, Decadic, you see these guys coming out from the house. You are able to pick her out right out of the crowd.
Okay.
She is in the distance. The mother is with, probably I would say currently with Lulia Goldsmith, and they're just talking, whining.
I think he's looking for the wife,
I'm looking for Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Yeah, Alyssa is with
Okay.
Lulia
Or
Goldsmith.
Lassa, whatever her name is.
They're currently walking side by
Nice.
side,
Okay.
kind of just winding it up. Cool. And I would say probably her, and I would say Lulia is probably making close friends with, as well, the
Oh, that's the one.
Astarian princess
Ooh.
and her sister. Let me look at.
My cat.
Come on,
That is Liazdrane Esdathe and Gwilith Ilisdathe Fitzgilbert.
Okay.
So all those girls are kind of just hanging out, drinking wine, walking back, and just talking.
Okay.
So
Weird.
which scene
Oh my god.
do you want to run first?
We actually have 3 now.
Okay.
He's looking for Eliza.
Okay.
We're looking for Wendy.
Yeah.
They're looking for the Orc General.
And you're
So
hanging with your wife.
Yeah, hoping you guys have some sort of plan.
who wants to roll which one first?
Fine, going last.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So give me time.
Do you guys want to run these scenes concurrently or completion?
DM's choice.
Yeah, your choice. If you want to juggle 3 scenes at once, that's
Okay. So, you are able to find the general, So Firebrand, champion,
C.
Also, what's with Sosos and problems with me?
Yeah.
Right?
Soso was made commander due to Soso.
Oh shit, this is the second Soso who's been out in blood.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, we know this
Yeah,
guy. We
yeah.
know him, but it's just different.
No, different
Yeah.
Soso. Different Soso.
Okay.
It's like, oh, 2 guys named Kevin? They must be the same person.
I'm blaming random name generators.
It's fine. I'm gonna go out and murder Soso.
So is the Sam of Galaxy. Just the name that crops up everywhere.
Next character. So.
You are able to track his smell
Mediocre stuff.
to a bathroom.
Oh.
One of the side bathroom outhouses outside. You don't smell shit though. You smell.
That's a whole other problem. We really should see stuff.
So what do you do?
Full-time doctor.
So is it like an outhouse?
Yeah, it's an
Like, so
outhouse.
Just a, like,
It is about, I would say, about 40 yards away from the house. It's a beautiful outhouse. These outhouses aren't just small outhouses. Like, these are like rooms into themselves with like scented candles. They're like almost mini, like mini houses,
Right.
right?
So not like a porta potty.
It's got a great view. Have you ever like a really fancy restaurant have like the entryway, then the actual
It's like
bathroom in the
it
bathroom?
would be like a 300 square foot house, right? A very small. Like this would be like a normal like small peasant family house in size, but except this is a shitter of a rich man.
Is it just a single shooter or is it a multi-shooter?
No, it's a single shitter. There are 9 of these around the estate.
What is in here?
So it's like a state park.
Yes, but they're nice.
As you go to the door, the door.
Oh no, he's kicking.
yeah, just kick it.
Oh, never mind. No check. You have a 29 strength. The door disintegrates, right? There's nothing left. It goes, boom, goes flying in. As it does, it bounces off Soso's body and it hits the ground. Soso's body falls limp off the side. He has been propped up on the shitter, a knife in his back.
Why did you kill us?
I didn't realize there was a knife on the other side of the door.
The door.
There's always a knife on the back of the
Obviously, it's
That's our
suicide.
second
Clearly, people
motto.
don't kill people, knives kill people.
Whatever our first group motto is, and the second one, there's always a knife on the door.
joke.
Is it recent?
Uh,
Has the blood stopped flowing?
roll me an investigation or medicine check. I'll give you advantage on this one because you have the sensibility and you kind of been following it around. As my dog looks for snakes.
A snake, a snake.
Definitely under an hour.
15 for investigation.
15. He's been killed within the last, you would say, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, right? Which is just before the attempted assassination, but long before everyone went outside to go visit Decatur.
Long before?
Yeah. So he's been missing before Decatur went outside, because that's only been the last 30 minutes.
During that time, or before that, he'd been up there
So
already and done the rooms.
So it's
Oh,
before
I see.
somebody attempted to assassinate Navis with crossbow bolt,
Right.
but it's after. It's long after Decadic took everyone outside.
What does the dagger look like? Does the dagger have any identifying marks? I doubt it.
Let me take a look.
If found, please return to.
Mid-game murder. Kill Pokemon generally. The dagger is very finely made. It is a beautiful dagger, but it is just ornate. That is it. It is. It's got. It's got beautiful gold and silver filigree on it. It appears to be made of. It is of.
Metal.
Astarian. No. It is of Felorian make.
Wait.
It's not Felorian. Viserian make. It is of Viserian make. It also smells terrible. Like sickening terrible.
Like disease.
No, like poison.
Oh.
What kind of poison?
You get poisoned. You get poisoned. You get poisoned.
Didn't that which is dead already die again?
The poison,
Cool.
you have trouble identifying the poison, but you might be able to take it to some of you. Unless,
herbalism.
oh yeah.
So I've got a apothecary skills.
Actually, between the two of you, do you want to make a check and see if you can identify the poison?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Both of you make a check. You make an herbalism check. You make an apothecary check.
Herbalism.
Int plus prop.
Here I can ritual cast identify in 1 minute. I'm busy tied up over here. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
It's
your
not happening.
wedding. You gotta participate.
There's all the sleuthing happening in the background.
24.
It's just
24. Nice.
introvert wedding. Everyone's just in their own
I'm
room.
bringing from linking it for now.
This thing's just happen. No one has to do it.
Natural
The kid
20
is
for a
just
total of
on
31.
edge, like what the
Jesus,
fuck's about to
natural 20.
happen.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not between the two of you with your high roll and your natural 20. I'll let you know. It is Markwood, which with your natural 20, you're able to identify. With your natural 20, you know Markwood poison is a Grigaldonian poison.
No, never mind.
And it's very, very, very expensive. It's a poison normally used to kill strong warriors, as it is a poison that scrambles the mind and requires an intelligence save.
No, he failed that.
It slowly scrambles the mind through. It's made through psionic crystals.
Ooh.
There are crystalline flowers that are found in the astral realm, and those crystalline flowers are then crushed up and are a psychic poison.
Neat.
Normally this psychic poison, though,
I've a couple
this psychic poison you can normally raise somebody from the dead with, wouldn't be an issue, except he was in the Great Game.
Somebody's got his tattoo.
All right.
everybody stop. How many tattoos does everybody here have?
tons.
Just one big one wraps around my whole body.
No.
and it's
Take
invisible.
your
I
word
don't think I
for
ever
it.
figured out what one he has.
Just
I'll
by,
let-
just by snake god.
I'll let you guys figure that out. He does have
I'm
some.
obviously going to search it.
Okay.
Yeah, does he have the stolen items from? Probably not.
No.
Whoever killed him probably did.
Just
No,
all
hold on.
neatly labeled.
This Sosa was the orc general?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
He doesn't have the stolen items, but you can. He doesn't have those direct ones you're looking for on him,
Mhm.
but he does have stuff from that room on him, as well as you can see along his. He has a keen greatsword that has bed fluffing tears on it, right? So he was definitely in that room tearing it up, and he had taken some things from that room. But the things specifically you're looking for are not on his person. But you can tell that it looks like his body has been rummaged over and that he had a small bag with him. That bag has been torn open and some things have been taken out, specifically the.
How about the items we're not looking for? Any Gurgildanian important things important for him?
Mostly just probably a seal, right? He has a seal. He's got some stuff like that. He's got his keen great sword. He's got about 2,000 copper on him in gold and silver coinage. He does have one superior healing potion on him as well.
Go for it, Cap. Take the potion.
You need a potion?
I'll take it.
Okay, take whatever you want from it. You don't have what I wanted to get from it. So,
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, a tattoo.
I mean,
His tattoo is missing.
Yes.
It's gone.
You wouldn't happen to know which one you would back.
Nope.
Leave a scar behind of the
Didn't know.
shape of the. Like the tattoo laser removal.
We gotta do a who's that Pokemon?
Oh, he had the Pikachu tattoo. He could better check.
Oh boy.
Well, good news for Smoot. His southern border just got a lot easier to defend.
Hey.
There is that.
Wait, so then that's Smoot's motive. We didn't know where Smoot was.
That's what you guys were able to get. I was going to transfer to the next scene.
Should we take a
I want to do
break?
one real quick thing before we move on.
Stupid druids.
Is there any other smell? I gotta
Make-
use it.
Make
Yeah.
another perception check. This is a higher DC because it isn't an outhouse.
Smell goat meat.
What's that called again?
7 culinarily, but if you want, you can say mutton as well. And mutton, lamb, goat, sheep can all be mutton in general.
This is bullshit.
But
Do you want to
22.
Like, I mean, that's gonna be another 10 minute.
you smell a woman's perfume. You think you could identify this perfume if you got close to somebody and maybe like were close enough to smell them, and like close enough that it didn't mix with anybody else's. So you might have to be like kiss the hand close enough, but you
Yeah,
think
maybe
it's definitely a woman's perfume, and you know you could identify it if you were close enough.
Sorry, this is the same perfume he smelled up in the other room.
I did not spell that.
No. That was my rock. That was my
Ah.
rock. Now you smell a woman's perfume.
Bastard. You owe me some answers.
Well, what notes do you get from
So
the perfume? Like, what's the base chord?
if there's nothing else, let's take a break and then we'll transition to the next scene. You guys are doing pretty good. We may get this murder solved before the end of the game, but
Holy shit.
Don't be too hard.
It'll be right back.
Charlie bathes regularly, sir.
And what?
Oh,
There.
I take a little bucket of Void, I hang it up, and I put a whole.
And I'm going to unmute. And
Mountain Dew, please. In the
and
room in general, I say.
there we go. We are back.
I'll tell myself to do stuff. So yep, thank you.
Transitioning to the next team. As people are coming from Breeze Hill back to the Silver Lodge estate, you will find yourself colliding with that group of people. You are able to intercede with them. I would say just outside of here. So
Yeah.
both of you are here. I'll say you intercede over here. So I'm going to move your figure over here to represent that.
Thank you.
Go ahead and you two move your figures back here. With Smoot. No, with Smoot and not Smoot. Yeah, it's Smoot and who's with Strom? Zorksan and Strom. Smoot, where are you? Who are you with?
Me.
Okay, so go ahead and move yourselves over here. That Dragonborn is now. Okay, so just to know where everyone is, and go ahead and move your character up here.
All safely out of fireball range. Of each other, that is.
Where is?
Yeah, they're over here in the front.
Oh, okay.
They're the last ones heading.
Okay.
Just trying to set where everyone is on the board, so we know where we are in the scenes. Okay. Your scene. So you are approaching
Yeah.
the following people: Lulia Goldsmith, Elisa Golds, Illasa. That's
Eliza.
Eliza Goldsmith,
Eliza.
and the Astarian princesses.
Oh.
The official and the unofficial princess.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
those are the people who you're approaching. There are other people in the distance, but that is primarily in their clique.
Okay.
So you're approaching that clique of people.
Here's how I'm gonna play this.
Okay.
I look like a nun, right?
Yeah.
So humble.
Wandering nun.
But, I'm gonna pretend like I'm some blind woman who just needs some assistance to the buffet/drinks table, and I'm gonna try to get close enough that I can like hold on to Eliza's hand,
Okay.
and hopefully, hear them talk about anything. but at the same time, maybe get a whiff of perfume.
Okay. Roll me a deception with disadvantage because they've met you before.
Oh shit!
You weren't blind earlier.
Oh shit!
You could play it off
Early
like,
onset blindness.
but maybe they just didn't notice you were blind, so that's why it's a deception with disadvantage.
I
Oh.
walked in on neighbors.
I have a cover for that. If it
Okay.
asks.
Okay.
But I still want to roll. Disadvantage?
You
Yeah.
drank so much tonight that you lost yourself.
Ooh. What was that again?
It's a deception. check.
Oh, so that's a 15. 15 on the disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, that's better than I thought.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
I'm gonna say that they have a +4.
That's fine.
I'm gonna roll. 9 + 4. They do not remember you.
Why would they?
Yeah.
I'm just a
The-
man.
They're like.
It's
So
nondescript
as you
creature
walk
that
up,
was alive.
whose hand are you? Whose hand are you?
Okay, here's. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you, and I hope I'm grabbing the hand of Eliza.
But it's your choice. You can see. They just don't know you can't see.
Eliza.
Alyssa, you grab. It's Eliza. You grab
Eliza.
Eliza's hand,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, you poor person." She isn't. Oh no, she does know what a halfling is. Oh, you poor. She wouldn't call you a halfling though. She would call you a
Brilliant.
Valadoon. Oh, you
Oh.
poor Valadunian.
Oh, yes, that's what I am. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make my way to the drinks table. I was a little parked, you see.
Oh yes, we'll take you to the drinks. I am Eliza Goldsmith, Lady Eliza Goldsmith. This is my daughter, and then she gestures over to her daughter.
And I'll
Oh.
just turn my empty eyes in a general direction.
She motions, and then she says, "Oh, right, you can't see.
Nope.
To your left." As you already are making your way over there. She's like, "This is my my daughter, Lulia Goldsmith, and of course, these are the Astarian princesses."
Oh
Oh
my.
my God, what were their names?
Oh gosh, that's not
Fitzgerald.
One of them's Fitzgerald. I'll just call them the
Just picture.
Elosh they. The Elosh they girls.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Of course. We will escort you to get a drink. Water, is it that you want? Or liquor?
Water would be fine. As my holy orders allow, I'm only allowed water. By the will of the god.
They will escort you in and try to give you water. Is there anything else you're trying to do?
I'm gonna try to talk to her about her husband. Like, oh, you're a goldsmith. I've heard of Navius, but I've never met. What's he like? And do I smell?
Take it to the water spout. W-A-T-E-R.
Yes. You smell all of them have perfume.
Okay. Because you can tell us what her
Yeah.
perfume had in it, do we?
Yeah. But of
Okay,
course,
so I'll try to remember.
Yeah, we have a. Yeah, we're like at the outhouse finding this stuff out.
they're just finding this out.
Oh, the
They
perfume,
haven't
okay.
communicated.
In the
perfume
earlier
thing.
room, that perfume was retconned.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I see. Okay, so then I'll just instead of perfume, I'll just
Telepathy
take
to
note
describe
of
the different.
how
Have
they
they
act
been
when
to
I say ask about
apricots
that.
and
Roll me a general. Let's make it a skill challenge. Roll me a deception check, an insight check, and roll me a perception check.
Deception, insight, perception.
Yes. Because you can see, but they can't notice that you can't see.
Okay, for
You just appear to avoid eyes.
for deception, that's a 27.
Okay.
Damn.
What was the next one?
Was insight?
Insight will be a 22.
Okay.
And then what was the last one was perception?
Mm-hmm.
Perception, that'll be 16.
16. I will give you 4 questions
Okay.
once I conclude the scene with Cassie.
Perfect.
And that's just you talking, reminiscing. These are things that you can get off them. So you asking me questions about things that you would kind of try to figure out. Kind of. Your scene.
So we're gonna walk as we're walking together. I'm gonna like walk like with you, and I'm gonna like I feel like I'm coming around, going like, oh my god, what am I gonna ask this girl? Like, I mean, she's out here. She's obviously not dead. What do we want to ask? What do we want to ask her? Where she got these bracelets? Why are we asking? Like,
We can play it up like with security.
or that maybe, yeah, security, or maybe he lost his bracelet and we're trying to get him another one. In his drunken stupor, Navis lost his bracelet and we're trying to get him another one.
That might work.
Think so?
I don't know.
I don't either. Okay,
Good cop, bad spin.
let's just go with that until it doesn't work.
Okay.
Something you know.
This is the lady's name was Wendy Silversong.
Yeah, Wendy Silversong, right there.
Sorry, that Angelus.
Well, you are able to easily approach Wendy.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Yeah,
setting the scene. She's outside. Everyone else is just kind of walking past her. She's a servant. She's not of note. You two, though nice people, not noble born. No one really wants to mix. Well, okay, you're noble born, but you're far away. You're in a city.
Wrong
in a
kind of
state,
noble.
right? So you're
Foreign.
but you're not like a
Yeah.
prince or a king, and like this crowd is like the next level of noble.
Yeah, Media and Versia aren't exactly on great terms,
that's
right?
fine.
No, they're not.
Median and Ysaria, or
Or
Median.
Ysaria and Marisia, didn't Ysaria, you mentioned in the past game Ysaria had done something
Yes.
in the war.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm Florin.
Next way.
you're also Pelorian.
They're a foreign.
Baba Yaga gives you eyes as she walks by. So,
Great.
Okay, so we're making our way through the crowd. I'm looking for Wendy since I have this bell. I'm gonna.
she's there.
We're gonna go right up to her. Is she walking? Or is she just standing?
She's walking forward. She has like several empty drinks that have been set on her tray. It looks like she's been set to pick up all the empty drinks as people have been kind of out there drinking, and they've been kind of rushing drinks back and forth. It looks like she just kind of has two trays, and she's just carrying a bunch of empty wine glasses back to the main area. But you are able to intercede with her and pretty much get her alone.
Okay.
Because everyone else is just walking inside. No one really wants to stay out.
So I'm not very deceptive.
I'm more persuasive.
I am equally bad at persuasion and deception. So
Good combo.
we're an amazing combination.
I can intimidate the shit out
I
of her.
can charm her.
He's scared and turned
Talk to
on.
her.
Yes, but you know how to talk to
Okay.
girls. Give her
Down
advice.
for it.
All right. So we're discussing this, and then all right. Wonderful. Okay. So I'm gonna maybe we could ask someone. You girl, where are you, Wendy?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Because you're speaking to her in Viserion. She speaks not very good Viserion.
Do you speak Viserion?
No.
Fuck!
Sorry, but you speak Viserion.
I do.
But she isn't speaking good Viserion. You can tell this is not her native tongue.
What's her accent?
Yeah. Like, can we tell what her action is? Like,
Because you have the linguist merit, I'll give it to you.
Hell of a pop.
You recognize an Asterian accent. She is an Asterian elf.
Vegetarian.
do they have? She's an elf.
She is an elven woman. Well, there are two big elven kingdoms. There's the kingdom of Asteria and the kingdom of Varisia.
And I know the Varisian.
You know the
dialect.
Varisian?
Is it Sylvan?
No, it's Astaria.
I speak Sylvan.
Illudian?
I speak Elven. I assume that's what Elven is. It's the two languages.
It's. I actually don't have Elven as a language. That's why I gave you
I
Viserion.
appreciate
So,
that.
no,
Okay.
I don't.
Portuguese.
I just can't remove the regional the languages they
I
give
know
you.
Mithrian, Nanadolian,
Nandian.
Nanadolian.
Anatolian, yeah.
That's another one we all pronounce.
That's our origin. That's technically our group ship. Our group language.
Okay, that's fine.
It's the language of the woo and
Apparently I know that one too.
Yeah.
Wait,
Are you on the ship also?
Everyone who jumps on knows Nanadolian. I
Okay.
give that complete
Nanadolian.
everything.
That's fine.
It's
Okay.
called the Nostromo
Yeah.
effect.
But
Okay.
this you can tell that this lady is an Astarian, and that Varisian is not her best language.
Okay.
She said, yes, can I help you milady.
You had bracelets.
I have bracelets. Yes, Ayas give bracelets.
Yes. Did you give bracelets to Navis? Navis and his family.
Yes, bracelets I give to Navis family.
Where
So
Navis
she was the same. She would say Goldsmith family.
Goldsmith family. Okay.
Master's family.
Are there more? Navis has lost his bracelet.
Navis is lost bracelet.
Yes.
Navis
is very drunk.
Oh,
Trying to find a new one before he is
yeah.
better.
Aya's given bracelet by person. Aya's bracelet given is by person. Person is
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Any other languages that I think that she might know that I might stand like Sylvan? Like, is that a language? Like,
it's kind of you could try Mithrian.
okay, Mithrian. Is this language easier? No.
Ice. She speaks less Mithrian.
Okay, so no.
Yeah.
Do
Do you have tongues?
I don't have the spell.
I have one.
I have a tongue.
You can tell she can communicate. She's just
Ooh.
not great at it. You can cast Detect Thoughts. And what that would give you is when she thinks of things,
Yeah.
that would give you pictures, and
picture.
it would break out. Oh, how am I trying to say this in my brain?
Okay, I
Right.
got that. Yeah.
Uh,
And they state, I can't comprehend languages.
I'm doing my best. Okay.
Get louder and
Okay.
slower.
With your permission, I will connect our minds.
Okay.
Maybe easier
So-
to understand me.
As she's saying, Aya's get bracelets. You see her
Uh-huh.
go back into a memory of when she got the bracelets.
Okay.
You see her sweeping on the floor. You see a effeminate, I want to say a slim figure in a dark cloak. The cloak itself, it looks of good silken make. Like this is an expensive cloak, except it has a tear along its left side. You see somebody come up to them, and even though you do not know Astarian, she knows Astarian.
So I know
And
the
you
inflection.
know it when you hear it, right?
Okay.
It's instantly translated in your brain as if you heard it.
Okay.
And you're hearing somebody that speaks bad Astarian talk to somebody who speaks very good Astarian, but also bad Varisia. And the voice that comes out and says this. She hands you see a hand reach out. The hand has white, smooth white skin and well done nails in a bluish make with golden tips.
So the fingernails are blue with gold tips.
With gold tips.
Okay.
This is a female hand.
Okay.
And you hear them say in bad Astarian, give this one to the family, but give this one and a hand that is with a black glove on it. Hands her, please give this one to Mr. Goldsmith. You see the woman grabs it in her bare hand and kind of holds it briefly and says, yes, of course, in bad Varisian, as she has not spoken very good at Varisian. So you're able to tell that this person is a slim, medium-sized figure. Definitely not the big brutish orc,
Okay.
right? Definitely not a half-dragon. Definitely not like a large mannish figure, right? It's just like a normal mid-sized, slim figure. You can't tell from the memory whether it's effeminate or male. though the long fingernails look like that of a woman's.
And her hand is delicate. Her wrist is delicate.
The delicate hands and wrists.
Okay, delicate hands and wrists. All right.
As your memory floods back, you look at the serving girl's right hand, and you do see that her fingers, tips are starting to turn.
Fuck.
She had limited contact with the poison, but she had some contact with the poison. It may take her a day for it to set in, because Navius had skin-on-skin contact for quite a while.
So I'm just gonna hold my hand out. Let me see your hand.
I see hand. She's holding like 2 trays, and you saw them underneath.
Oh, okay.
She's
So,
Take a try.
take the trays. Okay.
so then I'll reach out and I'm gonna take her hand and I'm gonna turn it over and I'm gonna show Smoot.
Well, fuck.
She's kind of looking, and then she notices her own fingertips, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, dirt. I just get dirt. I must wash."
It's no trouble.
Good quote.
We'll take care of these trays.
Yeah, but I is serving.
Yes. It's okay.
Yes, milady. I just get you drink.
No. Thank you. We'll find another bracelet. But thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, good. Thank.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna let her go.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to you. We are looking for someone with blue fingernails, long blue fingernails and golden tips. She was wearing a silk robe with a tear on the left side.
Does that ring a bell?
Silken robe with a tear on the left
It was
side.
black silk, right?
And the
Black-
fingernails.
Give me an intelligence check. The DC is high because you're trying to like.
Glove.
Do you?
She had a glove on one.
Would Smoot would have Smoot paid extra attention to another woman's fingernails?
Oh damn, that's
Probably
a
a higher
that's an
check.
adequate question to ask me.
Fingernail.
Yeah.
That's long
I
blue.
mean, it depends. If you can see anything else.
How hot they were.
This is a high
Where
DC
did we look at them?
intelligence check.
Yeah, where were the fingernails?
Normally not, but these fingernails, raw.
21.
Oh damn.
On an intelligence check?
18 on the die.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
I don't like
I will
that
give
things are
Smoot
shifting
this.
here.
I will give Smoot this. There are the 2 Astarian princesses have fingernails in that style. The mother and the grandmother have their fingernails in that style, as well as those 4 have the fingernails in that style.
Is this the 2 sisters that were together?
Yes, the 2 sisters.
One
The,
of them was not slim, as I recall. The build of the woman that provided, assuming it's a woman, that provided, it sounded like a woman's voice, right?
It sounded neutral, like it sounded muted,
Muted,
right?
okay.
Because it's like the memory of a voice.
I got you, okay.
Yeah.
So the person appeared feminine, slim build.
Yeah.
They spoke Asturian very well.
I think
No,
it-
very poorly.
very poorly.
They spoke Asturian very
So-
poorly.
Not princesses.
Okay.
Because the princesses are starting. So then that leaves
Would be the mother-in-law.
no.
Or were they speaking poor Barisian
No.
Or Astari.
Yeah.
or a star?
She's because he made a point of saying that the maid spoke very good Astari.
So she as a natural born speaker will recognize somebody who is not.
Yes.
It's like I could study Japanese for years, and you as an outsider would think I speak it well, but a native person
Oh,
would go,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
"This guy is fucking
That's
butchering
yeah.
words."
Like he's saying the right words, wrong tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the princesses, it's
Antonia.
Could be.
and Lisa.
I'm guessing.
one of those 2.
So you guys are thinking it's either Elysia or Antonia.
Yes.
And man,
Well, I'm personally leaning.
You think it's her? Yeah. Mother. Well, wouldn't Wendy recognize them? Wouldn't Wendy?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Wendy would recognize them.
That's funny. she remembers
The
everything else.
memory is that of a figure in a dark cloak, like they had
okay.
cloak.
All right.
And it's the memory of somebody like I didn't get a good look at him, and also like they were in a cloak.
Yeah.
But the parts that are clear to you are the parts that they remember in their memory. Like I don't remember what he was wearing, but I do remember those gold chains.
I gotcha.
Like it's like that.
It's like everything's kind of gray, but the important bits
Yeah.
are okay.
Yeah, yeah,
A really stupid question.
Mhm.
All 4 of these people elves.
Yes.
Okay.
Then then the mother-in-law's age may not be playing much of a factor into
That
how,
kind of.
The,
because the hands were young.
the hands look like the all elves look young.
That's what.
Yeah.
The mother-in-law is 350 years old.
So she's
Which is
But-
that old.
But they both
Which
look 25.
still looks like she's in her 20s, right?
she's younger than most.
In time. Justin Timberlake. He
That
goes
was
in
the
like
last-
a rich
that was
party.
his last-
He meets 3 women. They're all mother, daughter.
Oh, all these
granddaughter,
young
and they're all like
bitches.
25. They all
Only
look
a
25.
couple centuries.
Listen, I'm retired. I've come out of retirement.
Uh-huh.
To,
Too old for this shit.
Hey, you're in post-retirement.
no, I'm still in retirement. Thanks. You guys are gonna put me into post
I'm 2
retirement.
days out of retirement.
Like maybe the sister spilled the beans to one of them about
No,
Davis's
is it?
dalliance.
Is
and
that
they-
Davis's sister?
You think Rodaro said something?
She said she was gonna spill the beans
Which
on.
sister is Rodaro? Is he his,
Rodaro is his sister.
his sister.
You haven't
Yes.
seen Rodaro here
Well, yeah.
yet. She could be here. Maybe she's in hiding. But you haven't
Yeah.
seen Rodaro.
She was the one who had the argument with Davis before breakfast. I'm going
And
to
you
tell
know she
people
was
you're
on
pointing
site.
at someone
because she
else.
had argued.
Yeah, she was there.
Maybe she told one of them, and they're like,
I-
"Oh, that son of a bitch," and they
I
decided.
think if Rodaro knew, I don't know how the two of them don't know. And my thoughts are that it's one of those two.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
These 2 are out just because of the Astarian thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That girl's gonna die if we don't do something.
Oh
Yeah.
Another day maybe.
Her fate. No, sorry, I'm not here.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just
We know what you
All 3 of you have had. So you have your 4 questions.
yes. Yep. Sorry.
So what are your 4 questions at the end of like this thing? So.
All right.
You can ask me things about them or what, like things or hints. I don't know. Just what would you?
Okay.
What would you
Hey,
start
we're
with?
looking for a
Ask
slim-built
my
woman with
Blue fingernails.
blue fingernails and gold tips
I'm with 3 of those people.
in a cloak, in a dark cloak with a tear on the left side.
So, just before I ask, can I look down at the hand I'm holding?
Okay.
Well, I mean, as best I can.
All of these ladies do have them. That's not even a question. You already know.
Right.
That's to just confirm. Okay. So as we're walking to there, I'll go. Oh, so your husband's name is Goldsmith. How was he today? He looked a little off to me, from what I heard.
So, okay, so you are trying to. So when at the mention of Navius, Goldsmith, and his health, what you're just trying to get the general temperament of all 4.
Did she notice he was weird?
Okay, are you asking you just about one of them, the reaction, or are you trying to look for the reaction of all 4? Because that's the difference between 1 question and 4 questions. You could get the reaction of all 4,
But
but
that's all 4
that
questions.
would spend all 4.
No, I want to do 1 question, so I heard just her.
Which one?
Who I'm holding the hand of the wife, right?
Yes.
Then let's do her.
You hold the hand of the wife and you ask that. You get the general sense that. And what was your question?
Basically, did he seem a little off in behavior today? In general, I'm asking, like, did you notice that he was different?
You get the feeling that she doesn't really like. She's not sure. She's like, oh well, I mean, he seemed fine. I mean, you know, he's been known to have a drink or two too many. So you get the feeling like she just doesn't. She's like, like, you know, like, oh, how's Neil feeling today? Like,
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen Neil today.
Wait a minute.
She seems the answer is meh. She seems meh about it.
Not my deals
Not
keeper.
good, not bad, just meh.
Okay, so then here's the second one. Oh, does this the wedding of your daughter? Does this remind you of how your wedding day went? How did that go? General conversation.
I remember that wedding day well. My husband drank much too much wine that night, and he had issues performing. But do not worry. Do not worry. We have one of the manservants on him. He has all of Decadix wine that he's been fed tonight is non-alcoholic, and we have the girls. The sister giggles and she's like, "We've given him a virile." Sedative.
They dosed you.
What's the holy sign set? Like, you know how you would cross yourself if you're
Raise your finger, wedding to
Okay. Do like a, oh my word, I did not want to hear that. I am a woman of the God.
Essentially, they begin eating goat pills.
Ah, cool. I wanted to
I feel like they know weird side effects to that.
So yeah, she'll draw like an S shape in the sky and like, oh no. This is the new Scarlet.
Yeah.
So the next question is, I'm gonna try to be like sneaky about this. I think I'm leaning towards. I don't know. Did your mother-in-law approve of your marriage?
My mother-in-law.
Your mother.
Yeah, your mother.
My mother.
Antonia did Antonia approve of the marriage?
Oh, of course, of course. Actually, it was Antonio that that suggested the marriage in the first place.
Okay.
They'd be like, Daimo, none, don't speak of these things. By the way, who recommended the marriage?
Previously, I was to be married to his brother, but my mother interceded, learning. Well, I'm not one to gossip about a family. His brother was not a good man, and my mother took great pains to make sure that I married the right goldsmith. He only wants the best for me. My mother cares deeply about the family.
Oh no! Oh yeah, this is no, not the other one. All right. Navia's sister. I was going to ask her something. Has she been around? No one has told me if she's been nearby. I'm blind, you see. And I just stare at like in her direction with my void.
Oh, yeah, she's been around some of the night. We've seen her every once in a while. She's been patrolling around the estate, specifically around Breeze Hill, with the rest of the druids.
Oh, didn't realize she was a druid.
Oh no, she's not a druid.
Oh, interesting. She just hangs out with druids.
Yes. Specifically, there are two druids.
That's
there
interesting.
This is the last thing you get.
Oh, really? I thought I was already at my 4.
This is at the 4.
Okay, sweet. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Please.
Thralgion Ishathi, and of course my mother, Antonia, both druids of the local circle.
Okay. I wish I had a way to message everybody.
I demand we go back to the VOD and see how early I called this. Damn it!
So out of character question. Because I don't remember if we actually narrowed down exactly when Albus killed his brother or abducted his brother to switch places with him.
Yeah, you're right. We don't know that yet.
Right. Was it on the wedding night? Is it like
No. They had many children together.
Oh.
Okay, so they were.
That's
okay,
right.
okay.
Maybe because Navius knew of his kids.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
He remembered them.
Yeah. There's only one child that's not his, and that's the one that's currently in the mother. she's pregnant.
Oh, right.
All the other children are navies.
Okay.
20 years. It's nothing for elves.
Oh shit.
Their gestation period is
Eric thought I
6
had
weeks or
Well,
6 years.
No,
Really
they,
insane gestation.
they got married. No, the elven gestation is 2 years. We define that.
No wonder
earlier.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, 2 years of period
Maybe I
of pregnancy.
Moving on.
I didn't wonder if like
The marriage was 70
I haven't
years
looked
ago.
into
They've
my
been married for
backstory
70
much.
years. It's only been the last 30 years
So much for original
that
backstory.
Albus took over from Nagus.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm the only one not. No, you're not married either.
Nope.
I'm not either. Well,
Neither am I.
in the traditional.
All right. Lies and slander.
He's not married yet.
You are.
yeah,
He's
just living in
All
sin.
I guess you are, yeah. That's
Okay, that's. I have some info.
your secret.
Okay, so you guys can. I will say that all of you guys can have the opportunity to convene with the information that you have.
Expertly run through the crowd now that I tend to be blind.
That blind woman is navigating very well.
Fall over buffet tables.
Parkour!
The force is me.
The flying nun.
I am the force. The force is with me.
Anyway, it's your guys' seat. Move your figures to wherever you would have that discussion.
I want to look
Let's
at
go.
it.
Out, let's go out here to the veranda. The
Gazebo?
gazebo. That thing.
Sure.
The pergola?
The pergola.
You guys travel. It's only like a 4-minute walk away.
Can I and my wife get away from the crowd?
I will say yes. At this point, everyone's gone back to the bar. They were only following you because everyone was waiting for the announcements and discussions, which you guys were supposed to do. So they're like, all right, we're following them until the discussions are happening. All right, they've had the first dance. Let's go drink.
You're like that. You're like the teacher at a field trip. We had to stick with you until they tell us we can free roam.
I don't know if it was on accident or purpose. We left Scarlet behind.
Name is Snow.
Davis is in my pocket.
Okay.
I guess I have critical information, but
Yeah,
I'll stay back.
he's a mouse in my pocket.
How dare you? That took a long time for us to put there.
But you might have to burn the spell again. It's almost worn off because it's an hour.
I got.
You got plenty of people.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Anyway,
If you forget, you'll know soon enough.
That's my whole fucking pocket busts out. Yeah.
Makes sense.
why did I put him in a bird cage? Oh God, the inhumanity.
Humanity.
Anyway, I hate it. It is your guys' seat. What do you?
Okay, and on the way there, Tatiana let you know. So something
Yes.
has occurred with your father.
Father, what exactly? I haven't seen him all night. I heard he was deathly ill from drink.
Not from drink, as I understand.
We're gonna tell her.
Yes. Apparently,
Your
he
mother
was-
is a bitch, man.
someone conspired to poison him.
Oh, is he all right?
He... Are you doubting my right?
But maybe if you're.
What did you get on that insight?
I got 23.
23? Okay. She is not the killer, and her fingernails are painted in a similar fashion.
They are painted.
Yes.
Oh.
It's the latest fashion, don't you know?
Yes, and she's probably not wearing the dark, spooky robe with the rip on
No,
the
but so far no one has been. It
Like,
looks like that
you
looks
find
maybe-
a robe on
it looks like
something
that
there.
might be something that's cast off that you would probably have to find
Well,
somewhere.
you don't wear your conspicuous robe after doing your thing.
Hello!
Only when I'm doing something.
Have you seen the color of my robe? There's nothing
Yeah, there's a dress
inconspicuous.
code.
I didn't know you wore a robe.
I'm wearing it. I can't
So,
be tits out at a wedding.
as I understand,
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
if I understand, he is in critical condition, but he can be cured if we find the culprit who did the deed.
Good. What can I do?
No, but my compatriots have been going around the party, gathering information. Hopefully, we can convene with them now and get a clearer picture.
This way, you're running slow.
I can't far step. Boom, boom, we get there fast.
You teleport. You're the first there on the veranda.
Yeah.
All right.
We've decided to meet on the hill. No.
No, Captain, we're meeting over here.
The grass is
That's
all.
over here.
We're gonna catch you up like Kronk style. Poison, Cusco's poison. It's just we're just gonna.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna end up. So we're gonna end up letting you know we did this. We went to the. We're just gonna completely catch you up. We were in the study, especially like, it's gonna be one of those things like, are we good to chat here and get you completely okay? Okay, all right.
Okay.
So I spoke with Navis. Navis. Okay, sorry, Navis.
You want to talk to the good brother?
No, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing his name
Yeah,
correctly. Navis. Okay. So, spoke with Navis. I spoke with Navis in his twilight, in sleep.
Or it could be Zeph.
And Navis shared a more thorough explanation of what he meant by on the second floor, these items. We went up there. We met with the blue dragon thing guy, who Mauvais doesn't know, and that's how she's going to describe him. He was there looking for information, which you guys went. Did you find the Orc General?
We found him.
Okay.
He was.
His name has been cleared,
Okay.
as I already knew. Unfortunately, someone robbed me of the honor of killing him, and he
Okay.
died dishonorably on the ship.
Okay. So
It's a very common cause of death, actually, Captain. If you reach a certain age, the heart muscles just aren't quite as. It's nothing to be ashamed
Well, there
of.
was a knife in his back, unfortunately. A
Oh,
very powerful poison, but different. It was Marbark.
So now we have three different kinds of poison.
Markwood.
We have three different kinds of poison. Okay. Okay, so not him. We all went out into the crowd as you and everyone was on your way back in, and Navis indicated that the poison was administered to him through his bracelet. This bracelet was provided to him by Wendy, one of the servants here.
I instinctively just look at the bracelets. We have
It's
like
not-
anything funky there? No.
I spoke with
Do I need to roll or?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
I was just fucking with you.
Thank you.
You're seeing
You're good,
on the stand.
I spoke with Wendy. I was able to share in her memories of the person that gave her these bracelets, and she very carefully handed one to Wendy and indicated that that bracelet needed to be given to Navis. And the only thing I know about this figure is that she was of a slim build. She was wearing a dark cloak with a tear on the left side. She has nails decorated like that, and gestures to your wife.
Oh,
Wendy has been poisoned and is dying actively. She doesn't know it yet, but she will die soon if we can't do something about this.
Charlotte, you're going to be very busy.
all of us ladies got our nails done together in the pre-wedding. We were all the bridesmaids were gonna have matching nails.
This woman spoke Badastorian?
Badastar.
Astarian.
Yes.
She spoke poor Astarian.
But some call it Astoria.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's okay. Yeah.
She spoke
Depends
poor
on what part you're
Astarian.
from.
That's a whole nother story.
There wasn't Wendy did not recall enough in her memory for me to tell you what her voice sounded like, or that it's even a woman. All I know is that their hands are decorated in this way and were slim.
And everyone in the bridal party got their nails done like this.
Yes, the Grigaldonian
There's-
princess.
There's more, and this will be the troubling detail.
Oh, this.
This
Oh,
will be the far more troubling
Oh.
detail.
fine, very well.
She's going to look at Tatiana,
Yes.
the person who poisoned your father, is affiliated with the Autumn Court. The poison that was administered to him is called Shadow Lace. It can only be derived within that court.
You can tell with insight she has no idea about
She's not
Autumn Court or any of that. Like, it's
Doesn't,
not.
doesn't she know that, like, her grandmother is a member of that court?
You're getting the clue of she has no idea what her grandma does for a living,
Okay.
or any of that.
Okay. And then I'll look back at you. Whoever has this has access. It would be very difficult to get a hold of this poison. I don't even think I could.
And I'll share.
Is there a cure for this poison?
We must find the poison is as much a curse as it is a poison. So we have to find whoever is responsible for administering this and deal with them.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
you have to feed the blood of the person who cursed them to the person who is cursed.
Okay.
If it is correct, they will be cured. If it's incorrect, they will instantly die. You get one chance.
Is it a lot of blood?
It just has to be enough blood. It just has to be blood.
Define enough.
Yeah.
I might be looking for someone's death.
One pint, 7 pints.
A single drop of blood would suffice.
And at this point, I will then share. I want to ask her. So you are not. I'm gonna ask Tatiana. You are not a druid, then, are you?
No, I'm not.
You don't practice those arts.
No, I don't practice magic. I'm fairly good with a bow.
What kind of bow?
Oh, just a short bow. Short bow primarily. I can do a long bow.
You ever pick up a crossbow?
Oh, crossbow? No, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Not really mine.
There's something far more intimate about a bow. It's a bolt, not a butter.
Your grandmother,
Antonia. Everyone's betrothed to be.
Yeah. Especially if they're a halfling with red hair and they're not me. Antonia, the mother-in-law to our Naviers, is a member of the Silver Circle, who are the druids here. Their circle is Breeze Hill, and they happen to be affiliated with the Autumn Court. And Antonia has the blue fingernail. She happens to fit a lot of the criteria we would need for our culprit.
We only have one chance. And if it's wrong, then
The only other druid is another chap named Thrall.
is this a name I've been familiar with?
Yeah, you met him at the party. He is. Let me pull up picture.
Could have also had fingernails.
There
But
was somebody that was at the party that was
yeah,
androgynous.
Thrall Gion is his full name. He is the other elf. You noticed him. He was on the hunt with you, and he was the one that disappeared.
It's gonna be our boar.
Yeah, and Thrall could very well be, yeah.
It's gonna be our
Get the fingernails too, we don't know.
But that's probably the boar. If he's a
Could be.
druid,
Could have done the boar
he
stuff.
easily could have wild shaped. And he spoke with the boars.
Do you know, has your grandmother had quarrel with your father in the past? Have they not gotten along as far as you know over anything?
Not knowing we switched them.
No. I mean, they've always gotten along fairly well. I mean, over the last 30 years, they haven't really communicated. But father cut off communication really with all the other exterior family members, both financially and in communication.
Excuse me, dear one. Do you know anything of your Albus Goldsmith?
My uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, good. She is
She
aware.
knows about, yeah.
Okay, good.
I
wasn't
She's
sure.
she's the only daughter who actually knows.
So she knew about
That
Albus.
Albus was.
Yeah, she's the only one.
That's
What?
right.
You knew
What
about the
if
switch.
she knew about the switch? What if
okay.
Antonia?
I don't think Antonia did.
But if she didn't,
Do you know if your mother and grandmother had any beef with, any quarrels with Albus?
It's the beef.
Yes, actually, she hated Albus. To before voting, she always called him the lesser brother. She always
Nice.
warned us girls to stay away from Albus.
she knew. Then I probably thought if she knows, if she
Yeah.
the best case scenario, she knew and she was trying to protect the family from
Yeah.
Albus. Worst
Not
case
knowing that we had
scenario,
switched them, yeah.
yeah. Worst case scenario, she thinks that Navis did these awful things and is trying to protect her own
True.
family.
Okay, thank you.
You should also be aware. So-so raided your father's study and safe. Took some compromising things.
So which one's so-so?
The orc general.
Oh, the big man.
Yeah.
Not the cloud.
The one we found dead.
He's dead?
Yes.
Oh yes, he's dead.
Captain, we
Thought I mentioned that.
Oh my god. For sure.
a lot of info with her.
Already died at my
She
wedding.
she's gonna betray us. She's gonna betray us.
That's really it, Scarlet.
Yeah, really. Some habits die hard.
Yeah.
So,
It's Krazak, we could have pressed
the
it.
person who has killed him has joined the great game with the tattoos and has the confidential information.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
sure that Scarlet wasn't unlocked.
Do you think my grandmother killed this orc general? Why would she do that?
I see no downside.
She might not have. This thrall figure might have. I have suspicion that this thrall is potentially the reason that those wars tried to march on us.
Should we approach this thrall, gentlemen?
I would start with Antonia, because if Antonia is the one who cursed your father, she's the only way we'll be able to save him.
All right. I could lure grandmother away. And I could try speaking with her as woman to woman.
No, the best thing you can do is let us speak with her.
Oh wait, she's a goldsmith. Damn it.
He's gonna like look at you horrified. Did you just threaten to kill my grandmother?
I was scratching my neck.
Decadic.
She is a goldsmith.
Scarlet will not lay a finger on your grandmother.
But we
That's
need
right.
her.
I
We
won't
literally
lay
need her
a
in order to
finger
lift
on
this
your
curse.
grandmother.
I just got father back. I want him back.
And he
Yes.
wants you back.
Yes. Perhaps it's a misunderstanding.
The
If
best
it is a misunderstanding, if your grandmother was complicit and thought she was poisoning your uncle, you can
There were
forgive that.
things that Albus was doing that were directly dangerous to your family. Literally, if your grandmother thought that it was in fact your father doing these things, in either instance, all she is doing is protecting your family. But in any circumstance, if she's the one who did cause this curse, she's the only way we're going to be able to save your father, and we only have a few hours left to do it.
All right. Let's do it. How do we? What can I do to help?
Before we
Out of our way.
make another action here, Decadic, do you think you could speak with the infinite gentleman that we spoke with in the?
Oh, that's the naughtiest. I was
Do you
thinking.
think you could?
Korskov.
That's
Yeah.
right.
If you could communicate with him and see if he's aware of Navius's impending death.
Now you do know to communicate with him. Sending won't do it. You need contact like greater, the entity, that one.
Oh, jeez.
I think I have contact on the play, but not prepared.
Because you would need that spell to talk to Corso.
Yeah, because he's in like a dimension removed from normal time. It's
Got his own pocket.
He's also considered once you've gone beyond humanoid and you're in the demi, you need greater sending just to tune into them because they can block anything else.
Can you find the right
Yeah.
radio signal?
yeah, I have contact on their play, not prepared, but
Okay.
that's it.
I think that's not enough.
But a future note, if you needed to,
However, I would point
Yeah,
out
one more level to get.
she is not a goldsmith by blood, only by virtue of marriage of her daughter.
But neither would the king.
What is
But he is actually married to a goldsmith.
so is
But Antonia is not married to a goldsmith.
She's
Right.
not.
She's only the
She's the
mother of
mother
a
of-
daughter who is married to a goldsmith. So harming her, if you want to be really tricky about it, wouldn't fall under that.
So either
But
one.
I'm afraid that she actually does.
Well, if she didn't, then wouldn't Karkov have taken care of her?
I don't know.
What is
Because
this?
he's in his own little plane.
There's a rule like how many goldsmith can be.
Yeah, we spoke with Goldsmith great ancestor, basically living the unlife, whatever, and acting as a patriarch, watching over his family, saying that only Goldsmith family members can move against each other.
Yeah.
So
It's specifically, his protection only goes against the current patriarch. So the protection protects the person who holds all the gold. If that makes more sense.
So right now, that.
Yeah.
Well, Navius.
That
It would be Navius since Navius is alive again.
But since I'm married into the family now, I
He
could
falls on-
move against it, but if anyone else were to, you can like attack any minions or bodyguards under their employ, but not directly go for the
Yeah.
But then that would, if
That's
that
true. Yeah,
holds true,
that's why. Yeah,
then that's why you would think the wife and not the grandmother.
because no one's reacted. Yeah,
Or
there's
they
no.
conspired together.
So yeah, but
Now,
I'm still leaning towards. Then maybe that's why Antonia is protector.
I mentioned this
That's why I put that out
a
there.
little bit earlier, outside of character. I can ask him who did it, and he has to tell me.
It's true. You did draw that card.
Him.
Yeah.
The one above all.
You
Oh,
did
then do it.
You did. You did.
Like I literally can ask him. He has
Then
to
do
tell me.
it.
Then do
If
it.
we're any kind of uncertain, I only have this once.
Do we want to use it to save Davis? Because that's the end goal. We either
Right.
take the risk and we
No.
don't save him.
I would say, in the grand scheme of things, our overall goals, this is just a side plot.
I know.
This is just his character stuff.
You
This
could
has
say
nothing
that
to
about
do-
anything later.
You're calling me an NPC?
No, I'm just saying you're not gonna get us to level 20. You're not the one we have to face. You're not Haster. You're not Provaxis. You're not.
But if we,
Did you say we get to 20 after this?
yeah,
I thought we get to 19.
Yeah,
We're at 90.
Most of us are.
You get to 19.
Oh.
They're already 19. You get to 20. She
like,
gets
I'm
to
just-
17. And
His
then
thing
it's
is
an accelerant.
this is a side quest, not me.
a side quest that gets us a level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
but
to be 19,
still,
y'all. Like,
I think
And
we
it affects a bunch of
can
other
get
stuff.
to the
There,
level
you get
without him
20.
asking the question.
Yeah.
I would say
Maybe hold up on the question in case we need for something.
I would rather
I've
save
had
that
it for a
for
while,
Provaxis.
and nowhere up to this point has it been like, "Hey, I could ask the question." And
True.
mean-
I would just save it for Bravaxis or Hester. Because I feel that is more of a we all need to know. We all need to survive that.
Okay.
rather than-
I'm throwing out there.
don't I have a boon of some kind?
You guys do have boons. You guys have boons. Those are a little bit like asking for advantage, honorable. You guys did have those for advantage.
So I mean, I'm not against using it now, but I'm just saying, I would like if it was me, I'd use it on the bigger fish. to
Sure.
fry.
I just throwing it out there just in case.
I do like the reasoning. I was like, well,
I'd
yeah, we
say-
do have doubts.
Even if the grandmother isn't directly complicit, the fact that she is a druid of that circle could help us
She
get
connects a
to.
lot of.
Yeah.
Because I guess we don't. And yeah, because when they asked, only these two are the ones that are druids that are important. I guess we don't know who the other druids are, but I don't think her mom is a druid.
There was one individual that was introduced as being not masculine, not feminine.
Oh yes.
Kind of androgynous or androgynous. Was that full?
That was Thor.
So, yeah, I think just based on I think Thrall did the boars, and Antonia did the poison.
Or it could be Thrall completely.
Yeah.
But what's his
he
motive?
couldn't. But he couldn't. He couldn't because he's not a goldsmith.
Well, he could. He would just.
They would be
You'd have
time cops after him.
Well,
But
thing is, we
not-
don't know how he acts either.
That's a good point too. Or
I
how
was
quick.
like, what would be Thrall's motive?
And at this point, with all the bad shit that Albus was doing,
See, I think Antonia has more motive. She has the means,
I
and
do.
she has the
She's gonna sell
the means because she's a druid, so she can use her connections.
Oh,
and considering
that guy?
Eliza
Oh,
didn't react,
what is really?
You came in
and you had a
talked
really
about
good,
buying it.
you felt like you had
Someone
good
was
insight
reminding
on
us
it, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's right, that's right.
So
that's
then
right.
I'm back to Antonia, but Antonia,
Let's go find Antonia. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's find out
Yeah.
how complicit she is, and if not, we can get her aid to.
How would you find out how she's complicit?
Ask her, did you poison him? If not, someone did. Help us find out who did this to
Oh,
your.
so we would tell her that what we know.
Yes.
Why her though? Why not Alyssa?
Do we think? I thought Thrall and then.
Yeah, I'm just no. I want to know, but for we have our reasons for picking her, but why are you going to her? Why aren't you also asking Alyssa? Hey, by the way, your husband is sick. Why aren't you? You've told his daughter. Why aren't you telling the other people in the family?
Because just trying to take care of it without drawing too much attention.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting that you're not also telling her to see what she does. I would think you would want to clear everybody, not just one person.
But
Because
I
you,
think, I think
you just told your wife.
I think its point that if we talk to Antonia and we clear Antonia, then we go and clear the next person.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I thought this
Yeah.
was one and done. I thought you were okay. I didn't know you meant to go down the list.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it makes more sense now.
Especially since we're leaning.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Like I said, I thought he was like.
On our way to her, I'm
going
gonna get an arcane eye summon.
And after he just told his
I
wife.
just need to have the cast done already.
Okay, you have an arcane eye go. Okay, all right. So what is the scene that we're dressing up? How are you guys getting Antonia? Are you just directly like
think
when she's
she's
in a
just
crowd
going.
of people talking to
Are we
her,
all going,
or
or just
like,
you?
Well, I have to go with my wife because we're bound. I
The
say
chain
we,
together.
Yeah, but is it
So
just you two?
we try to find her and
We'll be nearby.
bring her somewhere private. We can talk to her, and you guys can be
so you guys trying?
line and wait in case shit goes down.
Are you trying to draw Antonio back here to the?
I'm gonna ask for her blessing.
Ooh.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, away from the house where any straggling guests are. Away from the grove where druids.
Good idea.
Are not a great idea.
Good point.
Yeah.
Roll me a deception check with advantage
man,
because you've been able to
we
work
run
out the lie. It makes sense. It's Tremaine. You're asking for the grandmother's blessing.
With advantage, I'm gonna need.
Okay. Non-magnetic gold. Like, ooh, it's metal, but you can't do anything.
That's 10 with advantage.
10 with advantage.
Get that man up.
Dice rolling app.
I know about a really great app.
As you both are asking
What did you do to him?
for her blessing, like, oh yes, of course. Oh yes, of course. I would love to give you my blessing. If you don't mind, though, I have to go take care of something. Can I meet you there?
Yes. If you otherwise preoccupied mentally to the captain, keep your eye on her. See where she goes.
No, of course, dear. I'll be back. Just have to go to the privy. She goes to the privy, and she turns into a sparrow. And she flies out the back towards the Breeze Hill.
Of course she does.
What do you guys do?
We're in a group chat of some sort.
Yep.
Still, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's fled to the grove.
Oh, thanks.
Good news. He is a druid.
Yeah.
For sure. Or, I guess other people can polymorph, but let's be reasonable.
You guys, where are you guys going to the Breeze
To the
Hill?
grove!
It's buff yourselves, boys and girls. You're gonna be a scrap, probably.
I'm gonna cast Galignus before we go there.
And you said that in the group chat, right?
Yep.
Okay. You all go to the hill.
Back to the group.
As you are going
Because he kicked me out.
to the hill,
Did you?
She has a different,
Okay.
What do I what?
a different group. Yeah.
We're in the group. We're all
Yeah, we're all communicating in some way.
as you guys go to there, you see that she is there with Thrall. They currently are frantically talking back and forth. Are you guys going up there stealthily or just charging?
Sneaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not wearing armor. I'm super sneaky.
I'm gonna be in an animal. Well, no.
Sure.
They do druids.
My eyes been watching them at this point. It's just.
That's fine.
yeah.
Decadic, roll me a stealth check with advantage to represent the group's stealth.
Like this guy.
It's in back.
Yeah. Okay. My
Important.
stealth is slightly better than my
Yes, class. Let him roll.
You're right.
That was a one.
One, not one. Let's see what the advantage. What I get.
Ah, it's a very-
That's
That is Cox. That is Cox. Rerolling that.
Let's cock you.
Wow.
With stealth with advantage. 9.
That's a 9.
Hey, we're good at some things.
They notice you guys as you come up, to the
Boss
grove.
would've found her.
What you guys don't know is that the grove itself has a sensory power, and they're able to. Though you guys are very quiet, very stealthy, they notice you, and Thrall and Antonia turn to the group as you guys approach. They both look shaken, and they both look on edge. She says, yes, my dear, I'm sorry. I had to go deal with some business over here. We were helping, I was helping Thrall clean up. Can I
Inside. 21.
That's a lie. She's lying.
I'm gonna look at you.
Can I help you? Thrall seems panicked. He has a small satchel in his right hand.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, you can. We need, well, we're not sure whose blood, so if you could both donate a little bit.
I'm sorry. It's her, Thrall, and there's one other person
Oh,
here. Morgan.
Called a doppelganger.
Morgan Lavander, the brilliant human bard.
no, the Bon Jovi guy. He was evil
So
too.
all three of them are here. Sorry.
Brilliant's can't betray.
Go back to your scene. Sorry.
Yes. We need, we're not sure whose blood exactly, but if both of you wouldn't mind donating some to rectify something for us.
Boy, that was
At the sound of that threat, you see that the bard pulls out a crossbow and kind of.
Uh-oh.
She turns around. She's like, "No, please do not harm my family."
Oh shit.
She turns back around. There's a misunderstanding.
I'll say that.
I'll go with you.
You'll give us the answer we need right now.
My dearest child, as she looks to Tatiana, I have some terrible news to tell you. Your father is not your father.
Damn it!
He has been replaced by his evil twin.
Yeah,
I know.
fixed it! And then you killed the
What?
We knew that he was pretending, and then we brought the real one to switch with the
So
fake one.
now you've murdered.
You killed the real one because we switched it.
You've murdered the correct one.
You murdered Navius after we switched him without.
Yes.
Your daughter can vouch for that.
And you're also actively killing Wendy. I
One
think
of
her
the
name
servants.
was. Yes.
Oh, I was going to give her my blood later.
Well, then you need to come and fix
What
this
do you?
now.
He can't be.
He is.
He was killed many years. The gods told me he
He's
was
a
killed.
lot. Well,
We brought him back.
Once
surprise.
We brought him back and fixed the situation, and you've gone and fucked it up already.
She turns around to Morgan Levander. Morgan, you told me that you knew for a fact that Albus was here, and he's the one that killed your wife and sold your children into slavery.
Yeah.
He was here.
And she turns back.
He
Excuse
was
me.
here. He's not here
I have
currently.
one question for you, madam.
Yeah.
One more thing.
She just panicked. She
Was
just on-
Albus in any way affected by lycanthropy? Lycanthropy.
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 I'm uncertain.
Was he a werewolf? I don't know. You know if he was.
He was a monster. He did terrible
And
things.
we have cursed upon Albus the weight
now I'm
of the
concerned.
guilt of the crimes that he have committed, and you have murdered an innocent man. But you can fix this.
Yes. The next question is, what are your last words?
We don't need to kill them.
We need her to fix
If
this.
Tatiana pulls out a bow out of nowhere and points an arrow at your
She's
head.
gonna die.
It's like,
not
dear, please,
die.
no, not Scarlet. I'm still
I'm
attacking.
going to kill that bitch.
I'm gonna. What are your last words?
Scarlet, keep an eye on the other two. You don't know what their role in this is. If
Okay,
they're
these
aware.
two are standing off, and I'm gonna And I'm going to say to her, and the conversation we are having is in Druidic.
Ooh.
Oh, to okay,
And
okay.
it's telepathic.
To Antonia.
This is in Druidic.
Yes, yes.
Look at me,
Yes.
child. You have created a grave sin, and you have taken the gift of your court and cursed an innocent man. And you have moments to fix this. But if we have it wrong, you will doom the last traces of Navis Goldsmith from this world. But it is not too late.
Antonia, the grandmother, looks at you,
Mhm.
but she's definitely speaking to Scarlet and her daughter, Titania, who are currently in a Mexican standoff.
Brilliant standoff.
Brilliant standoff. Titania, put the bow down.
Scarlet, put whatever this is down.
A dragon pistol.
Okay, put your pistol down. Please.
I will go with
Back to
you.
nun mode.
I was the one.
And the snake be with you.
I was the one who made the poison and dosed him. Go ahead and roll.
I got 18 on the die plus 10 is 28.
Jeez.
Very dead.
Ooh.
Very difficult. She seems so panicked. It's hard to read her because she's panicked.
What's Thrall doing?
I'm gonna turn to the other caster here
Uh,
because I know that you're the other caster.
Thrall currently is like reaching into his pocket, just kind of like uncertain, like, what do I do?
Do you
Like,
have Zone of Truth?
I don't have the Zone of Truth. I do
Not memorized.
have hold up here.
Way today, right?
She is in such a state of alert, I cannot discern her honesty, and if we get this wrong, we will lose Navis.
Where's my okay? I have the telepathic feat, which I can use to cast detect thoughts, so I could attempt to delve into her mind, figure out exactly how honest she's being.
she is a druid.
Mm-hmm.
She does have a +8 to her wisdom
I
saving
was gonna say it's gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Here my spell save DC is 20.
20. I've got to roll a 12 or above.
God fucking damn it.
17. Her mind is difficult to get through. There is a shield, and as well as there's a this is in a grove, so you feel like your powers, druidic powers, are amplified in a grove.
Ooh,
Wizard powers,
I'm gonna try.
go for it.
Try.
Wizard powers are diminished here.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Oh. Okay.
So I would say she will roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I not need to roll.
Yeah.
You need to roll.
So,
I'm also a 20.
also a 12. A 14 and a 3. You
Yeah.
dive deep.
Mm-hmm.
You see her. You see her talking to Navius's sister. You see Navius's sister showing letters. And this is some bad stuff. Apparently he had bribed the Astarian princesses. And I'll DM you the detail. It's not
That's
great.
fine.
It's bad stuff.
Real bad shit.
stuff.
Got
Bad
it.
stuff.
That's all I need to know.
Under the controversy tab of a YouTuber's Wikipedia page.
And essentially, between the bard
Mhm.
and
Thrall.
so she had gotten hints from like them that Navius is doing some horrible stuff. So then memories of her diving deeper, meeting her and Thrall, meeting with the bard telling them this terrible story and then showing them proof that he is Albus, conversations, missives.
Yeah.
The bard apparently is a member of the Harriers, which is some secret spy society. And the bard specifically was under the employ of a Viscount Chauncey Nicholclight.
Long history there.
I assume that's it.
Even when he's dead. God damn it.
And she was working under the guys to try to poison him, and that this was an opportunity. Thrall made the poison. She is the one, though, that put it on and did cast it.
So
So that was true, but she was lying about making the poison.
okay. So, but I know then, with what I know about this poison, that it's her blood we need, definitively. Or is it Thrall's blood?
It's Thrall's blood, actually, that you need.
Okay, I know Thrall's
Excellent.
blood. Okay.
So
For
So
both
then-
of them?
for both of them, it's the maker of the poison, not the administrator.
So then
Yeah.
I'm gonna look from her over to
Yep.
Thrall.
And you can tell that she didn't know. She thought it was the other.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Thrall and be like, it is your blood that we must leave here with.
He's a little bit more panicked. My blood?
You are the creator of the what the fuck was that shit called? Shadow Lace. You are the creator of the Shadow Lace, correct? You brewed the poison.
Yes,
It
I brewed the poison.
It is your it is your blood that will save Navis, and I assure you, it is not Albus. We need your blood to save Navis, and we need your blood to save Wendy. And Navis is slipping.
You can donate a little, or we can take a lot.
I'll donate a little. I volunteer
You can come with us.
for a little bit of blood.
Yes.
I have the paladin's word on this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know that it is his
Wrong
word
kind of
that
paladin.
you need.
Sure.
Science confident.
Fuck it.
He's giving blood one way or
Roll a
another.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Let's see here.
Poor fucking bastard.
I'm not lawful. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna let him take it from him if he does it.
Yeah, one way or another, he's giving
He's
blood.
giving it.
Mm.
Disadvantage, you say?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Sure. This is funny.
With disadvantage, that's a 20.
Yeah. Poor shore is kind of like just a calming shore. It kind of comes off as like, like the dude going, sure.
Amazing. Amazing.
Travis, Thrall is willing to go with you.
Let's go.
Hey, Thrall.
Oh, no, you don't need to go anywhere.
By the way, Thrall,
Yes.
did you kill So-So?
Why would I kill the general? Wait, the general's dead?
The general is.
I mean,
And both Antonio and the bard look at you like, what?
Okay, okay. One, let's do one.
Let's take care of one
crisis
thing at a time.
Can someone go get Wendy, please?
I spilled beans too much.
let's see, you would know Wendy.
Can you go get Wendy, please?
Sure!
Thank you. Okay,
No, we need his just in case.
I'm gonna pull the mouse out of my pocket,
Or
and I'm gonna lay the mouse down, and I'm going to release my spell.
It's been a whole time.
Oh yeah.
He lays in kind of like a nice state, arms crossed. He's
Lots of legs in the air.
Smoot returns back about 7 minutes later with Wendy, and so she has an entire thing of drinks. You've convinced her that people need drinks out here. She's like, yes, I bring drinks out here. This is not
Give me tray, take a drink.
She's
In
like,
the in
she's
a
like
few
freaked
minutes,
out, like,
so in those, okay, do we want to just convince her to take some blood off of Thrall? Like, I mean, okay, all right, so
Take some blood off of her?
yeah, like, she's
or
gonna-
did you want to hide it in a
that's
drink?
what I'm wondering, if we could like hide it like in a drink, or do we just want to, hey, lick his finger?
Which
let's try to put
What?
it in a drink.
one can be harder than the other.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on what she's into.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
maybe, yeah.
Do you just put it in
They're
a
all
wine glass?
I'm gonna assume what I don't know what we have available.
Ethan
to us
brought
here
drinks.
in
He
this
brought
room.
I got a tray of drinks.
Oh,
brought-
but we're gonna have, what are we gonna do? Have a squeeze
Dump them
finger
out
into
in
there?
You could easily get his blood.
Okay. So I'm
Put it in.
gonna we're gonna just have him like nick his finger and drop a couple drops in Navius's mouth. I'm assuming that will do it,
That
right?
will do it.
Okay, so that's what we'll do before she gets here, and after she gets here, I'll turn to Wendy and I'll say, for your health, we bring you to this grove
Mhm.
to receive medicine for your hand.
Of course. I'm sorry.
And while I'm
Ben,
doing this,
yes,
I will take a glass off the tray and give it to Thrall with the intent of him to put blood in there.
Okay. I'm gonna roll sleight of hand for him. A perception for her. Okay. Yeah, she has no clue. He's like, tick, tick, tick. Puts it, and you have a thing of red wine
Perfect.
with some blood in it.
Perfect.
She's like,
What's
you
this
give
white wine?
medicine for me? I am not sick.
Your hand.
Oh, it's still dirty.
Is it getting worse?
It's all the way down our fingers now. This is not coming off.
This is not dirt.
It's not dirt. What is wrong? What is
This
wrong?
is infection.
No, hey, give.
I will hand her the wine glass.
This is wine.
Drink it all. It's medicine from Thrall.
Roll a persuasion.
Yeah, okay.
Natural one.
19 on the die.
Oh.
19 plus 4 is 23.
Yeah, she takes it. She's like, oh, it's. And she takes a drink. As she drinks, the black literally recedes.
I'm gonna just crumple. I'm gonna crumple to the ground, exhausted at this point.
Hey, how's Navius
Exhausted.
doing?
Navius is his blackness has disappeared. He is unconscious right
No,
now.
he's not a mouse.
He's unconscious, but he is fine. He'll probably looks like he's sleeping it off. But Navius is unconscious, but he is fine. Tatiana is a wreck over him. Her wedding mascara is ruined. The grandmother looks distraught. She's like walking around in shell shock. Thrall is standing around like, are they gonna kill me now? Uncertain, and then the bard guy's like, fuck.
I'm just. Is this over yet?
You guys have
Nope.
solved the murder successfully. At least one of the murders.
Yeah, we
There
did.
is a second murder. It is 11:35. Do you guys want to pick up next game with the next murder? Okay.
Right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Figure out who stole this shit that the guy stole from.
It's really unfortunate that so took everything out of that safe.
Yeah. So okay, we'll pick up next game with the next murder. That may not take the whole game. So
Yes.
I assume everyone level up one level. So you're 19, you are now 17. And some of you other ones are 20. Which is good. I assume the next one I need to prepare after this, depending on what happens, is I need to prepare for the Heart of Joy.
Heart of Joy, and I got to chat with Sescallion.
Backup characters are at 15 still.
Yes.
Just checking. Thank you.
Yeah, that's another good one. Now that the orc general's dead, is this duel not gonna happen, right? Or not? Or
No, it's still gonna happen. You've just got a really good chance of winning.
Odds are stacked.
Yeah, that's something really that's also something to dig into. The current one here is the princess.
actually, it's not really a princess.
Well, the interesting thing is that we've never really established. I think that they still are them until it fully possesses them.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure
Yes, because
how the
that
thing
didn't
works.
know
Didn't he?
until it exploded out of his brain.
Don't know.
Still talking about him. That's how much I miss him.
So that's also something to deal with. Is that the princess appears to maybe be a goat person?
That's how this episode closes. Oh, by the way, there's a goat in a princess.
One more
and
thing.
Mobates is like,
What?
mother cut black.
And by goat person, we don't mean like a savior or anything. We mean like a monstrosity that bleats like a goat that we've encountered before.
Yeah.
All right. I will see you guys on episode 162, where we will conclude one wedding and two funerals.
Yeah.